Anyway, welcome to this episode's week of Firewater. Yep, we're off to a great start. Anyway, so last week, Ondine and Fist traveled underground. Well, they were already underground. They traveled deeper underground to rescue Tyron after he was escorted by some masked cultists. They made their way into the cultist's lair and then managed to find him. And while they were thinking about how to break him out, a invisible figure showed up and started killing guards. After which point they ran in, and a very interesting kind of one-sided fight ensued, where a third party went in and was asking for the relic that had been stolen from his party. After which point, after all of the cultists had been dispensed, they grabbed Tyron and the leader, and
No, they didn't. They on multiple occasions failed to move me.
that's true. They tried to move him, but it didn't work, so they knocked him out and then carried him and the leader and a wizard person.
We convinced him that he was helping us.
Yeah, all the way out of the tunnels and back to the Temple of Darka, at which point Indigo, one of the temple workers, took you upstairs and showed you over the city where the center town hall building had been completely consumed, and some of the surrounding buildings and streets had been consumed by darkness, and there looked like some destruction throughout the city.
And the what are attacking again? What are they called?
The Nalail.
All I could think was like, school. I went all Lord of the Rings. I was like, I don't know what these are called.
And that is where we're going to pick up. So now we're going to go to our And now we're back. So, adventurers without a party name, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm unconscious.
Yeah, he's not gonna do nothing.
So Declan kind of looks and sees.
And Azura is alive.
Azura is alive. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, we are now looking at a city that has this big old freaking light, like smack dab in the middle of it, kind of.
Yes, it's about
taking up about 3 city blocks.
It's about 150 feet by 200 feet.
Right.
Square.
Yeah, and then the market had been like trashed.
Mm-hmm. And only Andi knows this, but Lucian's had been kind of battered in from the back, and there was some, like, it looked like there had been some fire or something there. So Declan kind of looks at the 3 bodies that are unconscious. What is the plan for them?
Who's the third unconscious body?
There's the wizard, the leader, and Tyron.
Did we knock the wizard out?
Yeah, I punched him.
That's right. I didn't write it down.
We didn't really know what to do with him. So that's how
he was going to figure out real quick that we weren't actually on his side.
Yeah.
So, do we have a plan for the bodies? Are we going to heal them or not heal them, or?
Right. Well, they're all alive. They're just not conscious.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did Bandit save?
Spare the dying.
Yeah, we spared the dying
on
everyone.
him at the very least, but he was already he already saved, if I remember correctly. But
the wizardy guy rolled 2 natural 20s on his death saving throws, so he's back up. And then they knocked him out, and then the other guy stabilized, and then spare the dying was used on you, Tyler.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking we take the rest of the day off. Come back with a game plan.
I'm pretty tapped out, so there's not a lot I can do to help anybody at this point.
Yeah. What time is it?
It is now like 2 in the afternoon.
Yikes.
This is the job where you truly do make your own hours.
Yeah.
I mean, if we take an hour, there's a little bit I can do, but I'm not to my full strength.
Yeah. No,
I'm at about half power.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
real curious about, a couple different things that happened. Like who the invisible chap was. That was it's quite interesting. So I'm gonna go meditate and figure that out, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, you can still technically talk to me for like 60 feet.
Yeah.
Well, you could also yell and he'll hear you. He's
so
not
you have
deaf.
Also fair.
Right.
I'm not deaf.
I just was going to try and figure out what to do, but okay. So resting for an hour. I don't want to wake him up until we know what in the crap is going on and why in the world he attacked us. Obviously pointing. You can't tell because I'm pointing to a screen.
Yeah.
But I'm pointing to Justin's box to Tyron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to deal with him at the moment, and so I don't want to wake him up until we know why he's the way he is.
And Declan.
I mean, I feel like that's a longer conversation, but
Declan says we could see if the water would do anything for him. If it was some sort of like a charm or something like that in his system, that will cleanse it out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you were willing to try that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit.
I'm willing to try it in an hour.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't work, I'd like to have a little bit of power back.
That's fair.
Yeah, no matter what we do, I'm gonna need a little bit of juice back in the tank.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to climb up to the top of the temple and get it so I can have an overview of the city.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna.
It's not actually that hard because the room that you're in has like these glass panes that kind of open out. So with your monk skills, you're able to climb up onto the roof and kind of sit up there.
Dope.
And you can see the full city. So
yeah. All right. I'm gonna take off my boots and then put them in my backpack and just sit and meditate for
the 1 hour.
at least the 1 hour right off
And
the
you're
bat.
just resting for an hour, right? Nothing.
I'm jotting down in my journal.
Okay, that sounds good.
Kind of what's been going on, processing, trying to make a plan.
Where did I put my?
Okay. If there's nothing else that you want to do for the hour, then we're just gonna say the hour's up. So you regain, I think it's 2 points. Fist regains all of his key points, and you guys can use hit dice if you want to.
I'm at full health. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not at full health. I just remembered that. So then after the hour, I'm just gonna head back down into the chamber with all the pools and where I'm assuming everybody else is still at.
Okay.
And then
I'm just sitting at the water's edge, writing still.
Okay, I'm just gonna sit down, not in right next to you, but at the same pool, and just put my feet in the water and have my legs in it, murky stuff. Yeah.
We drink that.
Wait, no, the healing water?
Yeah, I drank some earlier.
Oh, I don't care.
Speaking of, during that time, I want to have taken the vial that I emptied, and I want to refill it and stick it back in my pouch.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were going to say something, but if you're not going to say something.
Yeah, I might say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after the hour, Declan kind of goes over to Tyron's body and kind of looks at you guys. Are you ready?
Right, well, I suppose we should give it a shot. Can't just leave him unconscious forever.
And he just picks up it's really not that heavy. It's you're 50 pounds, right? Something like that, Justin.
I'm
looking
39 pounds.
39 pounds. Okay.
I also turn off my mic because noise is happening in the background. So if it's taking me a second, it's because I'm finding my mic.
Okay, I just wasn't I couldn't tell if you were looking up how much you weighed or you were just oblivious. Okay. So it's really not that heavy. So he just kind of picks him up and just takes him down into the water and just pushes him under, and he just kind of disappears. And then a moment later, you kind of look and there's kind of some thrashing in the water, and Tyron stands up. And the water.
I actually don't stand up. I kind of flail around and I cough out some water, and I just look around, just mad. Am I still under control, or I remind myself?
You are completely cleansed. Also, by the way, the water, because you're 4 feet tall, the water is about at your waist.
I stand up. I just sit on the edge of the pool.
Friend or foe?
Do I remember what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember double dosing yourself?
We don't talk about that. I'm very sorry, my friends. I was not myself.
That's good to know.
I'm just gonna walk over and I'm gonna ask him if he has a library or a place of research. Yeah.
And he kind of nods and leans over to Indigo and says, "Go get Omorfia." Hold on while our special guest joins us.
No way! Yes, this is gonna be so
That was
good.
quick.
It was quick. Nice.
Right. Everything stayed up and running. This is awesome.
Hey, so far so good. Knock on wood.
I just realized my headphones were off, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ah.
Anyway, hi Sophia.
Hi.
Anyway, so Indigo goes and gets.
It's lagging a bit for me, so it's a little bit slow.
Okay.
It usually lags for
Yeah.
all of us to some
Yeah.
point.
It's probably gonna do that for a little bit.
So Indigo goes and gets, kind of exits the room and then comes back, and you see this kind of flying along next to her, like a foot and a half tall little. Do you want to describe your character since you did the art?
I don't know if I could describe her any better than you could.
So let me just pull up the picture and describe her from that. So she's about a foot and a half to maybe 2 feet tall, and has these like green kind of dragonfly-esque wings.
Ooh.
And like a darker green hair, and kind of has like a chain of like pink flowers in her hair, and like just like a pink necklace, and she's just like kind of wearing some white, like a white robe dress kind of thing. I'm gonna try to show the art, but it's sideways, so
Everybody's gonna get a close up of our faces as we listen.
yeah.
No, that looks good.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's what she looks like. So anyway, and so Indigo brings her in and then says, hello everyone, this is Omorfia. She's going to take you to the library.
Could I?
I should write down the name so I call you the right thing.
Well, like, is she gonna take everybody, or is it just?
Anybody who wants to go.
Okay, I was gonna
So,
say.
I don't want to go to the library.
Do you know how to read?
I was gonna say, with his intelligence, I figured that's a probably not a very good place.
Actually, no, I am going to go to the library. I do actually want to look something up.
okay, so are you all going to go to the library?
Kind of.
Well, I'm not gonna hang out here by myself.
Okay, so you guys,
It's funny.
is there anything else you want to do before? Oh,
A little bit of FOMO.
Declan disappears for a moment and comes back with four sacks
money.
of gold, and gives one to Tyron, one to Ondine, one to Fist, and one to Violetta, and it has 20 gold pieces inside of it.
It has 20.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what you guys were contracted for. So
Yeah.
I mean, to
that
be
was a
fair,
lot
we
of
didn't
work
get
for
the cloak
20
back.
gold.
But
that is true, but I also
We
promised
did find
more
out
if
what
we
happened.
did get the cloak back. I said 20 if
that's
you
also
go.
true. That's also true.
So,
Yeah.
and I mean, if
I'm
if
not
we ever
arguing with money.
if we ever manage to find the
Yeah.
cloak, maybe I'll give you some more.
I mean, to be fair, we know where it went. We just don't
That's
know how
true.
to get it.
That's very true.
Yeah. Or what will happen to us if we go into a scary teleporting machine? You know,
Right. Well, I don't think those go to the same place. Because
wait, what?
well, the circle. The circle doesn't
Yeah.
go to the same place that the woman went to, right? Because the circle was the original thieves.
Oh, duh! I totally forgot
And
that the
then
other lady has the relic now.
There was like a
My bad.
switcheroo confusion that happened when
Okay,
they were in
yeah.
the tunnel.
I do have that in my notes. That originally the bad people have it, and now other bad people have it.
Right. I don't really know who the bad people are at this point, though. That's
Yeah.
the
Please tell me that's exactly what you have in your notes. Some bad
No,
people had
I
it,
said,
and then
okay.
Other bad people took it.
No, but the first time when you said, I just said they got the relic, and I forgot to say who they were, so I just wrote an arrow and put thieves on the top. And then later on, I was like, so because it's the what are they called?
Osiris people
The
took
Forgotten.
it first, and then the Forgotten came and got it.
Right.
And then
right?
yes.
No.
The
The
masked
thieves
people
took it, and then
from
now they
Osiris,
right.
and then they gave it to Icy Eyes lady. I don't know why this is Icy Eyes, but it is. I couldn't actually, to be fair, I couldn't remember what her eyes did. I just know they did something.
They were like that really icy blue
No,
color.
they were just like really.
Oh, that's right.
So,
Well, she's creepy.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe the name you are looking for is Yandura Hatena.
Right, I'm sure it's in my journal, but...
Anyway.
Wait, you didn't tell me that. I wrote it down, but that was during your secret conversation.
Oh, and
Boom,
I was gonna say they technically don't know about Osiris, right?
No, because that's just
Right,
Because that was a
I know nothing.
conversation. Right. Yeah.
Do you relay that to the group?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Let's
ask
just sit down in the
the
library
one
and
with
just
the
talk
wings,
about
the short lady there. I'm gonna say, all right then. So, do you know about a lot about books, all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you know like all the information? Like I know this fella here. He like knows all languages, and this is a purely conversation that's done in your mind. You don't
Yeah, he's
know
speaking to you psychically.
necessarily.
Yeah,
You know
his
who's
mouth is
speaking to you, but you don't know what language I'm speaking. But for some reason, you can understand it, and then also you just now have this understanding of how to respond just because psychics are awesome. Anyway,
It's a little mental.
yeah. So I know that Declan here, he knows a lot of languages. So I figure you just know like a lot about books. Is that like correct or?
Yes, but I don't know everything about them. A lot of it I have like just I know because I've read a lot, and I'm able to retain that knowledge pretty well. But I don't know everything, so that's why I keep on learning and keep reading to continue retaining the knowledge and learning it.
And Declan
Yeah.
speaks up. She is our temple scholar, and she goes and visits the library of Katana quite often.
Ah. All right. Yeah. So you don't have to respond in your mind if you don't like. You can just reply out loud. I can really only communicate very efficiently with one person at a time, so it might get a little confusing for all the other people, as they can't hear my side of the conversation. But yeah, I have a question about a chap called Osiris. You ever heard of him?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? It lagged out, so I couldn't hear that.
Okay.
She doesn't know anything about Osiris.
She doesn't know anything about Osiris. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, when we were underground, talking with a big baddie of sorts, he mentioned that he works for a guy named Osiris, right? And I don't know about you, but he kind of impaled somebody while being invisible, and she just flagged out. Awesome. This is gonna be great.
I know the feeling.
For this.
I tried logging out of my Discord on my phone to see if I can actually stay a part of this today.
Okay.
Well, this just got interesting. Kick me out. Give me a minute. Is what she just put into the.
And we'll just say while we're waiting for her, Declan kind of goes over to Ondine. What do you want to do with the two of them? And he motions to the two other unconscious.
Are we just dragging them around with us?
Well, I mean, what else are we supposed to do?
Are you guys on your way to the library or like?
Well, I'm just having a conversation with them.
Yeah, I figured you guys were still
walking
in.
and talking. Oh,
You guys are still in the temple.
So. Well, I mean, I hadn't really caught her name yet, really. Like, and there goes Miriam. We'll see where. Everybody, watch for the face.
Justin.
Is that the masked bandit?
Oh, that's.
Do you say that out loud, just to anyone?
I do.
And then, okay. I'm gonna look over his nod at you.
It's apparently not because it's on my
Funny
phone.
every
So
time.
freaking stupid.
Ugh, that's funny.
And
Mhm.
did someone answer him?
I didn't hear the
I
question. 'cause
nodded.
went,
I
Is
nodded.
that the masked bandit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Right, we figured we'd ask some questions of him, and we used the wizard to get him and you out without any trouble.
I'm gonna contact Ondine real quick and like in the back of her mind just be like, so we're not gonna talk
Call
about
waiting.
the fact we're not gonna talk about the fact that this chap nearly got us all killed and put the whole party at risk with him running off, or we're just gonna let that be bygones be bygones.
Right. Oh, I didn't say we would just ignore it. I
Well,
just
I just want to make sure before we start talking money, because apparently this guy is worth a lot. So just want to make sure we give that a consideration before we start divvying out cash.
Right. I want more information out of him than I think anything at this point. Since he's the one that handed over the relic to Icy Woman.
It just kicked you.
I know. What just happened?
It really doesn't like having all of us. Aw, cute little Jacob.
Yeah. Right, hang
Well.
on. All right, hang on. There it is. All right, so. Oh yeah, because I don't know where I want that. Talking about.
Right,
yeah,
I think
just
we have to have a
information.
conversation about if we're going to stay adventuring together, like this thing called teamwork is important.
Well, yeah, because at this point, this is like a partnership, and I feel like there's not a lot of trust built up, between
Right.
because we have a short man who keeps wandering off on his own, and he
So loud.
kind of
I don't know what you guys are saying anymore, so be right back.
isn't that smart,
Aw, dang it.
and yet he's like this
He's a bit of a wild card.
right, yeah,
Right.
something like that.
So I think we'll have to have a conversation about if we're going to keep on working together, that there's got to be a little bit more communication and before we go doing things. Like,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
not saying we've got to plan every step out.
Right, but like maybe like
But
one or
enough
two.
to stay alive.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I don't particularly like running into the Mafia's cave. I don't know who the Mafia are right now. Oh God, man!
Justin,
Turn off your
you
headphones.
could have muted
your
the
mic.
mic.
Mute!
Oh
Mute! It's so loud.
Oh my gosh. Busted.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. No, you're good. Okay. This actually like on cue with his character. I'm just gonna say he's just live acting his character out right now.
We are now LARPing.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, I just want to make sure before, because he might get a little curious now, and so now he's up and about and talking and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
I also don't know if he should be in charge of the questioning, because last time we knew nothing. He was talking in a language I don't think anyone spoke, and I don't like being out of the loop.
Yeah, I don't know where
He has the talking in your head.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We get secret conversations, do we?
Technically, it's the only way I can communicate effectively. But yeah. So for sure, just make sure we're on the same page, and then I'm just gonna go back and talk to the other lady.
Right.
But now, how long did that take?
I mean, like
as fast
long
as you
as
can
it
think
took.
in your head,
Yeah, I would say only a few minutes, because
Yeah.
Were you guys just standing there?
Well, I mean, I technically wasn't even looking at her. I could be looking in a completely different direction, and then as long as she's within 60 feet of me, I could talk to her.
That's interesting.
He was talking to the small.
and then he
Like 1 to 2
Right.
foot
I'm
chick.
just wondering
That's
if you guys
flying.
were just like standing still, just like
No, 1 to
looking
2 foot
like
chick.
this,
Yeah.
and you guys both looked like you were looking off dramatically off in the middle distance, so I could like pick up something was weird.
I mean,
or something.
well, like here's the
in my
thing,
mind,
mate.
That would just be weird. If
Here's
you
the
were
thing.
just standing
the
there
thing.
wet.
Like I've been doing it for a while now, so like I know how to like stay in the moment. Maybe you might be able to get something off Monday, but
You might.
off my.
I was probably looking at him every now and then because I'm not used to talking in my head.
Right.
So
I mean,
I probably did
at
that.
this point, I feel like
times.
it's up to Josh to like as a decision, but
I mean,
It's actually up to you.
I'm fairly
on what
fluid
your-
with it.
what your
So I'm
characters
just
are
saying, if you're looking to pick up a cue on me, it's going to be a lot harder.
I also
Like-
don't feel like there's a reason we'd hide a conversation anyway.
You guys, you're not able to tell what they're talking about. Like you may be able to kind of tell, like by their
Tell
body
that they're
language and their
communicating?
their silence that they're communicating, but you have no idea what they're talking about.
Right. Okay.
So
That makes sense.
And so Declan walks over to you, Omorfia, and says, "Can you take these people to the library so they can do some research on some? Because you guys want to research Osiris, right? That was what your plan was.
That's what he's doing. I don't know anything about
Oh
it.
yeah, Osiris is a little bit of a keyword that we're going to be using as a research tool of sorts.
Okay.
Probably.
So I have a bit of a question because I've never done this before.
Yeah.
So do I respond by saying who I'm responding to? Like how do I do this? Because
Well, like
It's a
you could either just say character says this, or if you have a voice for your character, you just respond like you would.
You can also just
Okay.
talk as your character.
yeah.
However you see necessary.
So
okay.
it's whatever you feel comfortable with. So
Yeah.
with the video chat, it's a little harder. So sometimes you have to clarify who you're talking to. But
Okay.
Yeah.
so
All right. So I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm responding to Declan, right?
okay, yeah,
Okay. So I'm able to take them to the library, whoever is wanting to go, and you're free to stay as long as you like to be able to do some research on the topics you're looking for.
okay.
Right. Yeah. So like, where exactly is this library?
It is at the north east corner of the city.
So like over by the market. That was like
Yeah.
I smashed
Yeah.
through only like in a bunch of paces.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, we're like leaving. Oh, I'm not. I don't know. What
Yeah,
that means.
like it's not on the temple.
No, it's
Like,
not on
we
the
gotta-
temple.
We got to like walk there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Into like a city that is kind of probably not safe. I don't know.
Declan, actually, he doesn't understand what you're saying, so he was not going to say anything. Wait, did you say that's Omorfia or Declan?
Well, I would say that whoever answered my question as to where it was is who I would have like been like rambling to.
I was telling her because she doesn't know actually which direction, so she told you
Oh.
it was the northeast. So you would have told her.
Right. So yeah, I just rambled to you there for a little bit. Didn't actually realize that I was doing that. I'm sorry about that.
And Omorfia, you
sometimes it's
you could get there like going behind some buildings and stuff, so you could avoid the places that are visibly super dangerous right now.
Okay. Lit. I'm gonna tell you that.
yes, that's perfect. All right. Yeah, sorry about that whole rambling bit there. Sometimes
okay.
it's really hard for me to lock down what's like actually words and what's actually like thoughts, you know.
And do I have all my like weapons and equipment and stuff?
That's
Or-
right.
okay.
Did you guys did you leave all his stuff on him? Or?
I don't believe in stealing, so
Okay. Yeah,
We just
you do.
grabbed you and went. I mean, I was gonna say during this time I'd be pulling things off of the masked bandits, persons,
that's
and the
fair.
wizard.
Okay, make an investigation
That's fair.
check.
Yeah, can I go
Guidance.
over and just kind of like I can't really hover over her
No,
shoulder
you were
even when
meditating.
she's,
Oh, you saying in
This is
post mortem?
Are you doing this right now?
Right, while they're talking, because I got
Okay.
nothing better to do.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So
walk
you
over
could
and
do- you
do that
could
with
do
her, and I help you.
guidance.
Okay,
So
there you
with
go.
advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah.
There's so much pressure on which die to use for the first roll of the
You have
night.
like 25.
Oh, that's true. This is the first roll. Don't mess it up. No pressure.
It's
With advantage, though.
Yeah,
Right.
you do have advantage. So, like, what's the worst? You get double ones.
Okay.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. It's still pretty bad, but
12.
hey,
Okay,
it's above a 10. That's a
Better
good
than I
sign.
probably would have done.
Okay. So
I literally just rolled the exact same thing again on the same dice. 7 and 11.
Okay. So on the wizardy guy, you find a book
You both are grounded.
that says Lucian's Beginner Spellbook Volume 1.
I forgot.
And in it, do you want more details about that, or you just...
Oh, I mean, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, in it are the... inside of it has the cantrips Acid Splash, Chill Touch, Message, Poison Spray, Spare the Dying, and Vicious Mockery. And then the spells of first, second, and third level: Cause Fear, Disguise Self, Feather Fall, Grease, Mage Armor, Hex, Blur, Crown of Madness, Hold Person, Phantasmal Force, Wind Wall, Fireball,
Wow.
Hunger of
You want to text
Hadar,
this to me?
Haste, and Speak with Plants.
Hey,
Yes.
Josh, do you want to like stop flexing on how much prep you put into this and just like text it to her?
Right? I would have like frantically scrolled through my
I'm
phone and
surprised you-
tried to find like a stat block. It was
I
like,
started
13
writing and I got message.
second.
And I
Oh
was
my
like, why am I
God.
doing this?
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
so
I'm surprised
when
he
you
didn't
looked
pass
up and
out
you were
from
just
all the
like-
lack of blood that went to his head from all that flexing. It was really impressive.
So, do I know if I could cast any of these? Or this is like totally out of my ability?
yeah, you could cast these.
I could cast these.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh.
Can I-
right. Well, some of these I can already do naturally, but if I could do like message and disguise self, that would be bomb.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Were you looking through this? Like, what? Like, could I see her looking through this? And then is she like,
You're in a conversation.
She's
Yeah.
doing this while you're
Yeah,
talking
Jake,
to
Okay.
we're having a
all right,
conversation.
So-
cool.
I
No,
see
just
her
making
look
yeah,
through
sure.
you
this,
can you can
and I can't read.
use,
Eh.
you can use your points to cast these spells. So technically,
But wait, aren't these like the spells that don't always go according to plan?
Right. That's a thing too.
I was gonna say, wait, like, I bet you none of these work. Or that you have to like roll a percentage die.
I mean, that could be entertaining.
but you can learn 3 new cantrips from this list.
if they work.
You can learn 3 possibly useful cantrips,
So-
or 3 totally useless cantrips.
Okay,
Mhm.
so cantrips, you could choose 3 of these, and you can cast these at any time from now on, as long as you have this book.
Okay.
You have Acid Splash, Chill Touch, Message, Poison Spray, Spare the Dying, and Vicious Mockery.
Okay, so
Use a dice
Good
roll.
shit.
like 3 of those I already have.
Yeah. So,
Acid splash, message,
and Poison
Um,
Spray,
poison spray.
you don't have. So you can cast those at any point now.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
Question. Oh boy.
Okay. And then disguise self is level 1.
Uh,
if it works.
Yes, Disguise Self is level 1. So you could use 1 point to do that.
To
You
do
also
that.
find 5 spell pages on him for the Snare spell.
Snare. Is that like a drum thing?
But
That was a bad joke. I know. Oh boy.
okay. So spell pages are on the wizard spell book. Anything I find on
And you find like 5 silver pieces on him.
Jimple talks in a
Mhm.
normal voice, and it's
And
Would you
then
put this in the kitchen for me?
the other guy,
The masked bandit.
yes, you find 10 gold pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
He's broke for a masked bandit.
He doesn't carry his entire stash on
Why
him,
not?
because that's too convenient for the plot.
I know.
Anyway,
It's fine.
Because he would then be dragging thousands of pounds worth of gold behind him at all times.
yes.
But still,
So he has
he'd be able to
10
flex,
gold
bro.
pieces
He'd be
on
able to
him.
flex
And then
so hard.
I feel like he would only carry platinum.
Yeah, he'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
flexing.
I
because
don't
he's
carry much, but
pulling
all I
all
carry
the
is
gold.
platinum.
I guess the thing is he had a great axe and a great sword on him, but I don't know if you guys brought
Wow.
that. You would have left that in the room, I'm guessing.
That doesn't.
He
That
wouldn't
Mostly
have
just things that
on
are
him.
on his
Yeah.
person.
doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, and he doesn't have like anything particularly
Interesting.
special on him. But
I take his mask off, though.
you take his mask off.
But yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not?
Okay, so he is unconscious. Yes, so he has like brownish hair. It's really short, and like a full beard, but and like a scar like on this side of his face. Yeah.
Wow.
I look at his eyes.
They're just like blue.
Okay.
What's the mask look like?
So we've kind of his mask is a little different. So
Yeah,
most of
I was
them are
gonna
like that white ceramic or whatever material they're using.
Look like creepy porcelain dolls.
A little bit, and so this one it's a little bit more elaborate. So it has like instead of just the 2 horns, it actually has like 2 larger horns and then like 2 smaller horns, and like a lot more of like a design on the face, kind of geometric and it's like a red color.
That's all I'm doing.
To the library.
Okay, so you guys make
Right, do we want to question them before we go to the library? Because we don't want to drag them through the dangerous city and risk getting away.
And Declan says, you can leave them here. You don't have to take them with you.
Yeah.
Right.
You can
I
come back
would
and
also
question
like
it later.
to point out that some valuable things have gone missing from here, including people.
Touche.
I mean, just to be fair, I don't want to lose out on information and coin if it can be avoided.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a fair point. But
So do we want to wake them up?
well, you want to just interrogate them here then?
Right, just and then maybe they'll give us a little more information that we need to study when we get to the library. You might give us a little more direction than you could take.
All right. Yeah. I'm down. I mean, when in doubt, we could just kill them, right? And then collect the bounty.
Right, either way. We could stop by the jail on the way and, just all in one trip.
I mean, that's assuming that the jail place is open for business and all this chaos and.
Right, I feel like they might be for this guy.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I agree with that.
I mean, probably
It's
not with
kind
your
of a
average.
problem for them.
Yeah, not an average thief, but for somebody as big as this, I think.
For clarification, Ondine, are you just responding out loud?
Yes. Okay, cool. Sorry. I will try and specify from now on when I verbally versus mentally.
Right.
So we are gonna wake them up.
Let's just wake them up.
Which
then.
one? Both? One?
I mean,
Why don't we
I feel
start
like
with
perhaps-
the masked bandits?
Yeah, 2 at once might get a little confusing.
Yes.
all right.
This way we can keep
Alright, then.
the one in doubt of what the other said about them.
Rules of interrogation, can I say?
Right,
all
yeah.
done
Let's
in
have a conversation about that. Yeah.
Comment.
I mean, you go ahead. You'll be able to talk to him actually.
Right. I don't mind letting other people do some speaking. I'm pretty good at it, but I think it should be fair that we put it across the board that we all understand what's going on.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
Right.
Right. So we'll do it in
I'm real. I'll put this out there. I'm actually real good at telling if people are lying. I'm actually pretty good at
right.
reading
So
people.
you can just be that little bug in my ear telling me if we're getting some dishonesty out.
Okay,
Right,
I just
yeah,
want to
that
clarify
sounds good.
something.
Yep,
You,
Titan.
Fist, you've said nothing to me mentally, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm just talking out loud,
Right.
like a one-sided.
You're just
I'm
hearing
starting
her
to kind of get more confused and more
her
confused and more confused.
Right. You've been unconscious. So our friend here can talk, kind of, but it's only in here. So I'm trying to bridge the gap because you can only do it with one person at a time. Important part is he can tell when people are lying, so he'll let us know if fibbage is happening. Right. I think those are the only. It is what I said. Yes.
Are you ready? Is that it?
Right. They're bound. Right.
They are now.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say I feel like we would have bound them quite
Yeah,
a
at
while
some
ago.
point. So, he's lying on the floor. Declan goes, gets his hands, kind of gets in the water, and just.
Oh, I was just gonna like shove his head in the water and like try to drown him, and then like it would like heal.
Right.
him.
It might give him too much.
So he just
that's fair.
sprinkles a couple like onto his face, and and then his eyes.
Because I've learned this is potent stuff.
Well, like on his face, because we took off his mask, right?
Oh yeah, I totally put it.
Because that'd be kind of awkward if he tries to. Yeah, there you go. Good. Right, yeah.
It kind of smells in here. I take it off. That beard collects all sorts of food.
I still have my cultist mask. I will say for point of reference, but I'm not like you doing anything with it. Where did I put that? Oh, I still have the blow dart gun.
You do still have the blow dart gun.
All right, so they wake up, or he wakes up.
Yes. He kind of like looks around, and he's like restrained, so he can't move. But he just kind of looks around and tries to assess the situation.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was Miriam.
Still here for now.
I'm not dead yet.
And I'm gonna try to take up a bit of an intimidating pose, so I can actually get a bead off of the guy. You know what I mean, Josh?
Yes. So
I'm gonna stand in a corner out of so if he's here and they're here, like over here, so I'm out of his vision when he looks at them.
okay.
So you're like
So
off on his periphery.
Yes, I'm on the opposite side that you guys are on.
Okay.
Use your peripherals. I'm just opening my eyes wider. I love that movie. Okay. Right. Is anybody else moving?
So he can see there's Declan and Indigo and Violetta in here. So do you want them to move, or like they're
I don't care.
They're gonna take cues from you. So okay.
To be fair, nobody knows this, but Ondine's not really ever done anything like this.
Okay, so
she totally acts like she knows what she's doing.
So Tyrant and Fist, you are specifically standing kind of out of.
No, I'm not hiding from him at all. I'm
But
no,
I'm behind Ondine.
You're okay. The rest of you
I'm
are
like
there. So Azura and Indigo and Violetta and Declan are going to kind of stand back a little bit.
I would like to clarify. I did change out of the cultist clothes and got back into my regular getup.
Yeah,
because
I got that.
That would be really weird if I was still.
Right, I think we all changed back into our attire, which really is just taken off a room.
In your midst.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if he he didn't see any of our faces though.
Well, He just did now.
Because he's awake.
Well, I just mean in the
Oh, that's fair. Yeah,
No.
he doesn't know that was us.
that's true. Yeah.
Right.
And you guys are doing this psychically, yes?
Well, I mean, yeah. It's the only
Okay.
way I'm talking.
Well, I was asking Ondine. Is
Yeah,
she talking?
yeah.
Okay, so
Mental.
basically he's just lying there looking around. Nobody's saying anything.
I'm just locked eyes with him. I'm just engaged, 100%. Like I'm
Make
just
an
striking.
intimidation
Thank
check.
you, sir. Guidance. It's still not gonna help me though. Ready? What even is? I have no modifiers. Oh, okay. Hang on. Hold
So
up.
for intimidation, if Josh says it's okay, you can use your strength modifier instead of your charisma modifier.
Oh, is that? Are you going
Are
to
you
allow that?
trying to intimidate him in that way?
I mean,
I guess you're not using words, so yeah, you can use your
Yeah,
strength.
brother. Okay, cool.
Sheer
Because
presence.
now this just got way better. Okay, so now instead
I
of
also love that Joshua is looking at you, but in my screen, you're up above him a little bit. So you're like sideways to nothing.
Yeah.
Having a conversation with somebody that's
It's
up
also
at an
just super
angle.
awkward to be having a conversation with him and looking at my screen. Like,
I always do. Okay, so that is a total of 23.
okay.
Ooh, doggy.
I mean, he's not moving, but he seems like he's registered that you are there.
Yeah.
You are there.
But I'm like there. I'm like
Yeah, okay. Ondine, I
All right.
believe you were probably going to take
Right.
it away.
Yep. I didn't think about what I was going to say, though. So, I think you've noticed you're in a little bit of a predicament at the moment. What were you doing with the relic? I mean, obviously we care because you're in the temple and that's where it came from and where it belongs.
Doing my job, which is to get the highest profit off of whatever I can find.
Right. I think you need a new job. Because you failed. But also, I think perhaps this is your retirement party.
ooh.
I need to know where it went.
I don't know where it went. I mean, that ice queen.
Right, but how did you get in connection with her? I mean, there's obviously a trail to follow. Otherwise, I feel like you'd be a really bad, thief if you didn't know where things came from, or where at least you get your hires from.
Well, I received a letter from, I believe it was the Andorra Hatena, and she said that if I could get the relic from the temple, she would give me a lot of money. So I did. And then she gave me a lot of money.
Right. There's a little bit of things I'm questioning in your story here. Why would a woman who can literally open space and time and just walk through write you a letter to ask you to do this? Why wouldn't she just show up and scare the crap out of you and say, do this?
Well, she didn't want to show her face, so she sent one of her little minion guys, and he came with the letter, and then yeah. And then
Ondine?
he handed me the letter, and then a rift opened, and then a sword came out and chopped his head off, and then it disappeared.
Hey, Ondine. Just
She just kind of tilts her head.
So, if the way this bloke is talking, it sounds like we're supposed to steal the relic originally, but if I'm understanding all our stuff that we've been figuring out, is the relic wasn't actually stolen by the thieves in the first place, and they stole it from somebody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you
Mentally,
ask
I'm
him,
like, that's what I'm going to try and figure out now.
why don't you ask him why he's so crap at his job, mate?
I won't say it like that.
I mean, however you see fit and all that, yeah.
Right. So verbally, then I'm talking back to him. So, but you didn't steal it from the temple. You kind of got your butt kicked, and somebody else did it before
And,
you.
and I'm just gonna make like a little like in the back corner.
Well,
He finds it amusing when people who think they're tough. I almost said something like we can't stream.
Ooh.
When people think they're tough, and they fail, he thinks it's really funny.
I see. No, there were some people that got there first, but before they got anywhere, we got them, and then we got the relic, and then we got the money.
There's a lot of gotten going on.
That's my job.
Right, but you don't got
Difficulty
nothing
going
anymore.
I had money.
She just looks around.
Had being the operative word there, mate.
Right. You only had 10 on you. That's kind of pathetic. But anyway.
Would you think I would carry it on me?
Well, I mean, what's the point of having it if you're going to spend it?
Right, but didn't you just get paid?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean I had it on me when you guys came in.
Right. How did you know we came in?
Oh, Josh, come on.
Right. So, how did you steal it from? Okay, who did you steal it from? We're just trying to get a turn of events here.
Well, I stole it from these shadow people. I'd never seen anything like it before.
The shadow people that we saw on the way back from the bad place.
The
super scary ones.
I mean, we're assuming we didn't stay long enough to find out.
Yep.
Well, they were with a couple other people. There was like this one chick, and then she got mad at them because anyway, then a bunch of them teleported away. But we got the relic.
Man, how come everybody can like teleport? Is that like a skill that you learn, or like? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
Dean tries really hard not to react to the random commentary in your head. Right. Well, I feel like perhaps you might want to give us something more useful than what you've been giving us. Because you're not very helpful.
Right, yeah. Maybe like if you can like pay us money to let him go, and then we get the money, and then we just turn him in anyway because like money.
Right.
I'm just spitballing here, just in the back of your head.
Literally
like,
back of my head.
Money.
Just a thought. Money's all right to have.
Sure.
Great. So something useful would be good right about now. What do you have any affiliation with the Black Onyx amulet? That's what they're called. And where are?
Okay, is there any recognition in his face from when she said that?
And
Make
Mike.
an insight check.
Insight check. Yes. Okay.
What were their names? I only know them as Lee and Mike. Malachi. No.
McLeod.
Okay.
Klaus and
That is a 22.
Lewis.
Whispers. Okay, hang on.
I need to go back to color coding my notes because I can't find anything. Not you. I just have them in my notes as Mick and Lee. Oh no. Leander and McLeod. I did write their names down.
All right. Hey, Ondine, just a heads up there. You might want to keep pursuing that old on amulet track.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to hide something from you.
Okay, I cross my arms and I do the push my muscles out with my finger.
Like try everything. Low key, Fist has been doing that the whole time.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh man, that's not.
I'm still
In that moment, you want to try and be
hard
intimidating.
for-
What was your roll?
Then it's like, okay,
Was it
roll.
20?
I rolled a 23
Okay.
on my intimidation earlier.
Intimidation. Although it is charisma, which I'm okay at.
Hmm.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Not horrible, but not great.
I mean, like, he doesn't, tremble, but,
Well,
like,
to be
he-
fair,
he's-
Ondine's not the most intimidating
he's
character.
kind of bound and lying on the floor, and you're kind of standing over him, so, like, yeah. It adds to the effect.
Hmm.
I suggest you tread carefully when we go into this line of questioning because we don't take care to deception. Don't take care. That sentence made no sense. We don't take kindly. That's what I meant to say.
You're doing all right. Yeah, just keep going at it. You got it.
What was the question again?
The Onyx Amulet. What is your affiliation with the Onyx Amulet?
Well, I've interacted with some of them before. I'm not directly tied to them, but we've worked together before. They've sent us up a couple of their members to help with
Right.
things, and
And would one of those members be... Whose stuff did I search? Lucian? No, that's the magic guy.
yeah.
Leander, that's the guy. These L names, yo.
Hmm.
Leander.
Who's Leander?
Is that genuine?
Do you want to make an insight check?
I mean, I kind of do.
Okay, do an insight check.
Like anytime where he's like shady, as I'll get out. 18.
He seems genuinely confused.
Right, yeah. He's telling the truth on that one.
Now, Josh, do I recognize the name Lee?
No.
No.
What about Niklaus? Lee and Mick, as I like to call him. You know, I've never met him, but I feel like we might be...
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
No.
I've only worked with Samuel and Mariah.
Samwell? And Samwell Gamgee and Mariah Carey.
Josh, how about those names?
Samuel.
Those make a hiss. No, yeah, they ring a bell.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, Samwell, and who?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah.
Mariah. And now,
Did you say
I met
Mariah?
them-
Did you say Mariah or Mariah?
It's Mariah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Now, I met them. I would have met them at the same time as Malachi, correct? You know, way back when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, 3 days ago. Way back when. Actually, I'm not sure how many days his thing was. but-
Right. So, what exactly have your dealings with the Onyx Amulet been?
Well, see, we don't kill people, so usually we don't kill people. So if we get a request for like an assassination or something, we call them. Or sometimes if we know we're gonna have to go in or if they have a target, we'll give them information in trade for money. But
Right, so you don't
I
kill
walk
people,
over.
but you offer them up for death. And profit off of it.
that's fair.
Well,
Kind
yeah,
of
he's
a
like a broker.
screwy moral compass, if I do say.
He's like a middleman from the devil.
I walk up beside him on the other side as Ondine. And why were you contacted this time?
Right, yeah, that just killed the mood, didn't it, mate? I said to on there.
What do you mean? I was
You were
not
contacted by someone, yes?
not the Onyx Amulet.
Then why were they in your city? I presume as the Lord of the Underworld, as you seem to have grown this reputation of such that you know everything that happens in your city, having to do with shady dealings and thieves' guilds and hunters' guilds that apparently are assassins as well. I don't know.
Well, there are 3 members in the city right now. They are currently looking for someone by the name of Tyron Nettle.
Yes.
All right, hey, Ondine, isn't it our bloke there, the short one? That's his
Are you
name,
aware
right?
of why
Tyron?
they are you aware of
Oh,
why?
maybe we didn't offer
I
you
I
know.
don't
Just
I
like
don't break
kick him
eye
to
contact. I don't do anything. I look at him. Did they inform you why they are looking for this tyrant fellow?
Yes, he took a very large trophy from them.
Yes,
Right,
I
yeah.
did.
Ondine might want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Right.
Well, he stole a trophy. So, like, they're living in their high school days where that matters. That football Heisman trophy.
No, he
Wait, Ondine, what's a football, mate? Are you all right?
I feel like you'd understand what that is.
A football?
I assume it
Not
would be
like-
like a ball that you'd
Nice.
kick with your foot.
Right.
Yeah.
The proper kind of football. The only one that exists in this world because this world
Oh,
makes
yeah,
sense.
Okay.
Okay, now we're just getting weird.
Nice. Nice.
For goodness sakes.
Oh man. And do you have a stake in this? Are you trying to
Let him
find him
answer
as
the
well?
question.
Yeah, he didn't answer the question. He interfered with one of their dealings, and they were unable to get a kill that they were tracking.
Wait, so like, Ondine, they're saying that he killed someone before they had?
What? I got distracted by the fact I got something all over my shirt.
Is that
What?
basically what he just said, Josh?
Right.
That it was that
He
got mad because
interrupted their
Iron killed somebody before
He
they
didn't
could.
say killed, he said interfered.
interfered.
Right, yeah. So he killed somebody before they could.
Now, Mr. Bandit, do you have a stake in this?
We got
They
real
paid you-
formal all of a sudden.
Have they paid you to find him, or are they the looking for this man?
I have not heard of him, so I don't have
Right,
any
I
information
felt
for
like
them.
you were gonna be really helpful. You're being this big bad guy, but you're pretty useless. So
Well,
I
what-
vote we just take him in and turn him in for coin.
And
One
then
moment, please.
Fist just like raises his hand like in favor.
Right, he's with me.
I have a few more questions. Mr. Bandit, what is your supplier of PXE?
Come again?
Is that a bomb?
Well, you know that
No,
thing you traffic
sounds
that
like-
makes them
like some
susceptible to
seasoning
mind
salt
control.
or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Do you
use it
remember that?
twice?
Do you remember
That
that very
comes-
lucrative drug?
Wait, would I?
of course I
yeah,
do.
I
That
don't know.
comes from Roma.
Roma.
Comes from Roma.
yeah.
Roma.
Who in Roma controls this, the import and export of this drug to Katana?
The Phantom Gang.
The Phantom Gang.
Phantom Gang, dude.
It has done wonders for my group.
It has done wonders for the ease of assassinations in your group. You do not have to sully the hands of anyone in your gang. You can simply grab random strangers off the street and make them do your bidding.
That may be
Boy,
how it
Ondine, that sounds
starts,
familiar, right? Yeah,
but-
seems like a friend there might have a little bit of
Once-
experience with this whole PXE.
That might be how it starts, but that is not how it ends. Once they
He's
have
the undercover cop that accidentally got addicted.
once they have come to their senses and seen the light of Ravana, say, join us willingly.
And who is Ravana?
Do you not know of Ravana?
Oh boy, this guy sounds like a true believer, if you know what I mean.
Actually,
No, please.
In my head, I
If-
just take back. Sometimes the most dangerous ones are those.
Right, yeah.
if you are proficient with history, you may make a history check. So, Omorfia, I think you can make a history check.
I can make one too.
I can't. I'm proficient in Arcana.
And
Guided.
what was the name? He said.
Yeah.
Ravana.
What do we? Ravana. That's our history check.
Did you get that, Sophia?
No, I did not
Okay.
hear you.
You can roll a d20 and then
Okay.
add your history bonus.
Ooh, okay. Wow, I can't do math all of a sudden. Okay. 26.
Okay.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
The whole
Yeah,
world opens
brother.
in front of him.
Okay.
Like my
Tyron
thoughts.
I just keep hearing Nirvana.
Ravana.
Ravana.
Well, yeah.
Tyron, because you are native to this this realm, you may also make a history check if you would like to.
Ooh.
Ondine knows nothing about nothing in this regard.
Right, yeah.
0.
Nope, you have no idea who Ravana is. Sophia,
Natural
did you,
1, minus
you-
1.
are you back? Did you roll?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
She's not quite back yet.
So, Sophia? Okay. Fist. You know
Yeah.
that Ravana is one of the originals of Aluelian.
Ooh.
She is better known as... let me pull up her thing. She is better known as... the original Aluelian vampire.
But why, though?
And actually, with your natural 20, you would know. It has been rumored...
Wait.
Huh? You didn't roll a natural 20, but you rolled a 26.
Right, yeah.
Point is, you rolled really high. So she was one of the originals that was created by the original, of when Aluelian was formed. And that was several thousand years ago, and she was living, she lived for several thousand years, and then started to drain, so she locked herself away in a box, and then...
Like a...
Yeah, kind of.
right, okay.
And so she locked herself away, and then it is rumored that within the last year or so, someone drove a stake through her heart, and it is rumored. There has not been any proof that she is alive or dead, or that this person did or did not do this, but it is rumored that that person is Osiris.
So I have heard of Osiris in passing.
Yeah, but it's never
I
that's
tried,
the only
yeah.
thing that you would have heard about him.
Right,
so
yeah.
It's not. So you don't know. That's it. That's the only
Right,
time
yeah.
that you've heard that name mentioned. Yeah.
Guess
Okay.
what I know? None of that.
Right. So wait, what was the context in him bringing up this person?
Ravana.
Yeah, he was saying this is who he serves, or
it's that is his it would be the equivalent. There's not gods in Aluelian, but
Right.
the equivalent.
The equivalent of a religion almost.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Or a cult.
Right. Yeah. Undine. this
Cult of the Vampire Queen.
right.
Oh gosh.
Hang on, I've got to finish writing this before I forget it.
Do you relay that to the group, or you're just gonna?
I'm gonna tell Ondine all that.
He's
yeah.
still awake. I'm still talking to him, aren't I?
Yeah. He's telling me this while you're talking.
Models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, was there an unanswered question? Did you?
Who is Rivana?
Ravana is one of the originals. Are you not from here?
I am from here. Just some things slip my mind every once in a while.
I see.
Why?
I'm not from here, so if you want to explain to me, I'd be happy to take in that information.
Explained it to you, mate.
I'm just trying to help out.
Why are you whispering? It's in my head. You don't need to. Never mind. Whatever.
She is one of the originals, and she is immortal and will live forever. But
Well, like, kinda.
Original what?
the original vampire.
Right, so I feel like then we need to work on our definition of living. Because if she's a vampire, is she really living? Or is she dead?
Ooh, snap, boy.
If she's moving, she's living. So, and as long as she has power, there's
She's
something
moving?
there.
Where's she moving?
Right. And so you worship her? I'm very confused.
Yes.
That makes everybody.
Does she give you power?
It would not appear so.
And kind of glares at you.
I have gotten all of my information out of him, and I walk away.
Right.
Right, yeah.
I'm done.
So,
at this point.
going back to this whole thing, she says that
Downstairs
she's
is the courtyard.
moving, right? Like that's I don't know if that's quite accurate because last I heard she was in a box. So I don't know.
Right.
If you move inside of a box with a stake in your heart.
An associate of mine just informed me that she might be no longer, even by your definition, living.
That is not true.
How does he know?
Right. How do you know that for sure?
I have faith.
Right. So you don't actually know for sure.
Right. So if we wanted to confirm this one way or another, how might we go about doing that?
Proving that she is alive?
Yes. Is that a question or is that a statement?
I'm asking, is that what you're trying to figure out? Or
Sure, I just like information.
well, you would probably have to find where she's kept.
Right. Yeah.
Are there temples to her? You seem awfully worshipy of her.
Do I? Oh, sorry. Would I know where this whole sacred resting place would have been with that check or not? No one knows.
No.
So he's just full of it.
Someone knows.
Right, yeah. Osiris, that's who. That's who.
Mm-hmm.
Because he might have been the one to right in the cheek.
Right. So does anybody else have any other questions? Because this is getting a little bit boring.
Right, yeah. No, I'm good.
No, we're good.
Money. Remember, always circle back to money.
Well, there's more in life than money, but we'll take it.
Right, but money's important.
Are you trying to destroy the followers of Ravana?
Right. At this point, I don't really have a plan. I don't know what's going on. So I figure the more I know, the more options I have. I'm a learner. That's what I do. And
I'm a learner.
Right. And all of these things seem to be tying together. So I don't really want any surprises. So the more I know, the less surprised I'm going to be. So that's more what I'm getting at. Also, I mean, the whole thing about like immortality is kind of interesting to me as somebody who studies life and death. But I have other people I can talk to about that.
Well, it is rumored that if you are loyal to her, she will give you immortality if that is something that you are looking for.
Oh boy, mate, he's going to evangelize to you.
Right. I don't want immortality, I don't think, at this point. But thanks for the offer. I do want the coin that's placed on your head, so there's that.
Right, yeah, money. Let's go.
So, yes. And with that, she takes the back of her dagger and just, like, smacks him in the head.
He had 1 hit point. He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Well-
You killed him.
He's unconscious. It was a non-lethal blow.
Yeah, he's dead. Unless you're sparing the dying.
Yeah, I was going to say. She's not going to kill him.
I don't
You
have
can
spare the
specify
dying.
lethal and non-lethal.
Do you want to tell Violetta to spare the dying?
Yeah, sure, somebody...
Okay, she spares the dying.
I don't know if he needs to be alive to get a paycheck, so let's not kill him.
Right, yeah. But then when when we know that for sure, maybe we could just quick, easy.
Right. I don't feel like the wizard's going to have any information for us.
Well, I mean, he might just have some good conversation. You never know.
He seemed kind of funny.
He really did.
Right. With Declan? Because if he escapes, I don't feel like that's a huge deal.
Well, maybe we could
can stay
bring him
here.
along. Not just
Well, I was going to say we could take him, take the bandit to go get the bounty and like find out if there's any money for the wizard, and if not, we can decide later.
or just spitballing here. But what if we bring the wizard along and we're like, this is his right hand man, and he's like crazy powerful, and it was real hard to like kill him. He had this crazy looking crow, and he was like flying around and doing his thing. And then maybe we could get like twice the money.
Right. I'm easy.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to do all the talking because I'm not really good about lying.
Right. I'm pretty good at that. You also can't really talk, so there's that element of it.
that is a little hard. I mean, I could do it with my hands, but like not very many people.
But I can't translate. I mean, I guess we could fool people to think I know something.
That would be quite the loophole.
Right, you could just talk to me mentally and do your like little hand thing, and people totally think I can read your hands, but I have no idea what you're saying.
That would be cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, so let's swing by the jail, drop these guys off, head over to the library and do a little research.
So you guys are heading to the guard post?
Right.
I assume. Is
when
the
they come
guard
out of the
post?
temple,
Where is the guard post?
I know where it is.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
When they come out of the temple, there are about 13 arrows in the tree that you were sitting in, Fist, and I have my rapier and my dagger, and I'm basically just running through basic drills with 2 weapons. When you guys come out, I look at you both, look at all of you guys. Just go collect all my stuff, and then I catch up with you guys.
So you guys head.
Oh man.
So
Ondine, we might have interrupted the kid playing in the field. Oh wait, that's Tyron. Never mind.
I have words that cannot be put on YouTube.
You also can't hear it.
I was gonna say you also have no idea.
Oh, dang it.
So you guys head towards the guard post. So do you guys want to go back roads or main road?
For sure.
Okay. So you guys are kind of weaving around. You kind of go through like where Ondine, where you fought those Noel and everything.
And like
you pass
the fairy ladies with us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
we're going to the library afterwards.
Omorfia.
More, yeah, right.
He forgets everyone's names. It's not personal.
It's true.
Well, it's
He still
kind of
doesn't know
interesting because,
Justin's
like,
character's name.
no, I just said his name. I just insulted him. Did you not? Were you
Session
not there for
4.
that?
Session 4, guys. Mark it on your calendars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you guys pass by
The
Lucian's.
day he remembered.
So as you're walking by Lucian's, Ondine, you kind of see it's semi-familiar. You've been there at least once, or
Yeah.
only once. The back looks like it's kind of been like torn, person size, like opening in the back. There's some like ash, like it looks like it kind of was burnt open, and like things have been knocked over, kind of messed up in there.
I peeked through the window. Looks like Lucian tried to cast a spell.
There's no one in there.
Right.
Okay.
We might circle back to this later.
Are you sure about that?
Before we get to the guard post, though, I want to talk to Tyron.
Okay. You're real close, so if you want to do that, take time now.
Right. So, just a little chat about how team works. Before you go off and do something like you did down in the tunnels, I don't want to die for you. I don't know you well enough. So think before you leap, or you don't get paid or rescued. Because until I know who you are and why I should care about you, I'm not that loyal. And
Right, yeah.
this
Tell him that's the only way.
definitely isn't.
Right, yeah. And then also, like, the only reason we really saved him was because, like, he knew too much about us, and, like, I don't really like
I don't know if I go that far.
Next time it might just be easier just to kill him, you know what I mean? Like, we could have just done that. But...
I'm not killing him.
Right, yeah, no, I'm saying you could say that for me.
I literally say all of this out loud. Right, like I said, he was a little bit more upset about this than I was. I'm just saying. A bit hairy a few times. So just, I know so far it doesn't seem like you always have the best plan. But I think maybe we should get to know each other a little bit better, so that we don't rush headlong into, I don't know, the nest of a big bad guy who could have killed us all. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Tyron, through this whole conversation, was like at one point looking at her and like focusing on her. But about halfway through, about the time she started like translating Fist's words out loud, just kind of zoned out a little bit and is completely lockjawed and hasn't said a word.
Right. So I'm going to assume that's a yes, and we're going to keep going.
Okay. So
I think you might have just froze his brain when he talked earlier.
So.
And then I nod at you, and then I just keep walking.
Okay, so at this point, you guys are within 40 feet of the darkness.
Yeah.
The darkness actually, so the guard post, the darkness comes right up to the front. It doesn't envelop the building, but just comes up to the front.
Right.
With my dark vision, can I see into the darkness?
You can.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. And I can't. So. Oh. Did we say how far up does the darkness go?
30 feet.
Okay, and it's covering from, like you said, it was like from here ish to like up here.
Not quite that far.
Oh, okay. So it's just like this bit.
It's that Katana Hall plus 3 spaces on every side, pretty much, or actually plus 2 spaces on each side. It's about that.
Okay. Cool. All right.
All right. So as we're going towards the door, I just want to be watching the darkness the best I can to make sure there's no.
Because you guys will have to kind of slip through the darkness briefly to get to the door.
Okay, I'm gonna like put a finger in.
Okay.
It's just not.
You take.
It's not like it like burns your hand away or anything. It's just
Right. Well,
darkness.
it's not colder. It's not. It's just it's
No,
literally.
I mean,
just
you can't see your
visual.
hand anymore. Well,
I
actually,
can't
she
see my
could.
you
hand.
can. You
I
guys
was like,
can't.
wait, what?
You guys can't see her hand as soon as it passes into the darkness. But
Right.
you can see your own
So,
hand.
how many of you can see into this darkness?
Violetta
Awesome.
raises her hand.
2 of us. So, we might have to daisy chain through the darkness to the front door.
And Violetta kind of looks at everyone.
I
It's only
just-
about 5 feet.
I just
Right.
like look towards where the door I think the door is, and I just walk through the darkness up onto the steps and into what I hope is the door. I just
He's
kind of
probably
like
been
aim
there
for the middle
before,
of the
right?
porch.
That's
I mean,
also
I've been
weird.
there, so
Okay.
yeah, I just walk in.
Okay. You do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like run my hand along the wall and like until I feel a door, and then like just go in.
Okay. So you all are gonna go in then.
Right. Yep. That's what's
Okay.
happening.
So none of you can. As soon as you enter, you see nothing. But Ondine, you can see. Are you just going straight in, or are you gonna kind of look around? Like,
I'll look around if it's dark in there.
okay, so you can see in this darkness, but you can only see 30 feet. Because you can normally see 60 feet, right? So it's only 30 feet. So you can actually see from the front of the building. You can actually see kind of the gates of Katana Hall and like the very tip of the building, and you can see a bunch of figures, kind of like moving around in there, and you just see like movement, not. No one is coming towards you, but you do recognize that there are Nalail in this darkness.
Right. Outside the building.
Yes, outside Katana Hall, not the guard post.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go in the door and I'll chat with them as we're going in and just tell them what I see.
So what's happening in the thing?
Oh, and like I'm probably I'm dragging the both of them because I figure I have to have the highest strength here.
Really, I think Sophia's character should be able to carry both of them. So
That's true. Like, what's your strength modifier?
I think it's a 0. Yeah.
Oh,
I have
She has
no
a
Stronger
idea.
than me.
She is stronger than you.
I was gonna say she's stronger than Justin.
I tried to
One-
drag someone in my one shot. It didn't go well.
Oh,
I tried to drag a lot of things in my one shot.
He
None of
wasted
it really
a
went
lot
well.
of time.
Right.
Wasted a lot
Yeah.
of time.
Okay,
I'm
so
just-
you guys make it into the building, and
Yeah.
inside you see Caspian.
Oh, Caspian. I've only talked to this chap like once.
So I think I went in first,
And-
right? So I would have
yeah.
kind of
And
seen
so-
him first.
And you can tell
Cool.
all of the weapons on the weapons rack are gone.
Yeah.
It's pretty desolate, and he looks like very much on edge. I think he has a long sword, I think is what he has. So, and he
That's
has
what he
it like,
had when.
kind of like ready.
Oh,
Partially because
Fun.
the darkness comes to his doorstep, so he doesn't know how much danger he's in. And he kind
Sounds
of
like the start of a poem.
ooh, yeah, that does actually.
Um,
The darkness comes to his doorstep. He doesn't know how much danger he's in. Just pick up the rest from there, Josh.
and as soon as he sees you, he kind of like relaxes a little bit, but like he's tense.
Oh, that didn't really
Caspian.
rhyme, but you know, okay.
Nice to see you again, my friend.
What
We
are
have.
What are you doing out here?
Well,
And then that's when I probably
That's
walk
when-
in and I'm
yeah,
carrying
everyone else
one
starts
dude over my
filing.
shoulder, the other guy I'm dragging, and like,
Well, I mean,
Holy crap.
that's man right there. Yes. I will leave you in the very capable hands of this woman, Andine, to negotiate the price of the reward that I believe is on the board right outside of your door.
I'm just gonna look at Caspian and be like, what am I think we might have met like a while back. I'm staying at your wife's place up there on the top floor. You know, in like the first room.
Your room.
Poor wording.
I have a 10 charisma.
It's
Okay,
true. It was very much in character.
but like that was very like right on the
Yeah. Yes, I remember seeing you.
Right, yeah, you like walked in, you looked all like cool like you do right now,
Yeah.
but and you had something to drink.
Have you all got a description of Caspian? I guess Omorfia hasn't. So you see
Yeah.
this guy. He kind of has like a slightly longer, like really dark hair, kind of pale skin, fangs, and he's like
Yeah,
wearing
he's
just
like a
like
vampire.
regular sword. Like
I mean,
he's not a vampire.
Right, he's
like
a
soldier uniform.
he's
of
a
officer.
he's
Okay.
I didn't write it down in this one. Dang it.
I don't know what he is. I assume he's a vampire.
He's a what was the word for it?
Calisar.
Callous. Thank you.
Which is
Andy
what-
just saw him drink blood, so that's all she knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
All right.
Who is this? And he kind of like motions at the bodies.
Right, so
like-
that would be the masked bandit and his right-hand man.
Oh,
Yeah.
no one's ever seen their face. Says,
Right, we have.
Right. Yeah. His mask.
I pulled the mask out as evidence.
There it
Right,
is.
this has been on his face, so that's why you haven't seen it. But this is the bloke. And his very powerful wizard who nearly downed our party, but we managed to take him down first.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at this like pretty weak.
Right. Don't judge a book by its cover. I don't look like much, but I will take you down.
Well, like,
Properly.
hold on. Let's not get carried away. It was.
I'm just saying,
Violetta
don't
just like
judge a book by its
steps
cover.
in between the two of you.
Oh crap! That's right. Violetta's his kid.
Violet, I'm not really threatening your father. I'm making a point.
Anyway, and Violetta talks to Caspian. So we got them, and we were told there was a reward. He goes, yes, there is. We're a little short on funds, but I'll give you the best that we can. And he kind of like goes under the desk and rifles through and like opens something and puts a bag of gold on the desk. Double hand bag of gold. And he kind of looks at says,
I suppose we'll
split
call
that
that
between the 4 of you, 5 of you, however many you want to.
Right, we haven't really discussed how it's going to go. So, I'm only slightly strong
Oh, to
to carry a big bag.
Aw, to carry a big
Fist, I
bag.
think she's wondering if you
Right,
can
yeah.
carry
I'll
the
just
bag.
grab it.
I think I trust you well enough.
Do you want me to get? Do you want other bags? Do you?
Right. Oh,
Do you
we
wanna-
could do 2 bags and then carry the load.
I mean, usually, like, you don't count your money right in front of the person who paid you.
Well,
It's
I
like
wasn't-
courtesy, but
Talking about counting, I just meant like pour half in one bag and in the other, and then I carry one bag.
oh
and
yeah,
you
but
carry.
He pulls
how
out
do you know what
another
half
bag
is
and
without like
toss it,
counting it and then dividing it
kinda
by?
spreads-
Right, I'm not counting. I just dump part of it
Yeah.
into the other
Okay,
bag.
basically
Yeah.
you get 2 bags of money.
Right, it's not math.
Right, that's good.
It's just weight.
Right, well,
Alright.
it is kinda. It's kind of math.
Right, so they're in your capable hands now, and not my problem.
Very
I
good.
Pontius
We will-
Pilate this.
I'll just rush them over to the prison.
Right, yeah. What's the prison, mate? I'll help you out if I can.
It's Katana Hall, isn't it?
It's underneath Katana Hall.
Right, there's
Right,
a
yeah, you don't have,
funeral out there.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have like a holding cell or something like that, like temporary, like just throw them in here as like a closet or something.
He like pulls out some manacles and like looks at the weapons rack.
Right, yeah. Manacles will work. Yeah, we'll start there.
We needed to go over towards Katana Hall anyway, right? The library's that general direction.
No, it's like
No,
way
the
in the
library is
other-
actually in the exact opposite direction.
Just
but-
kidding. Never mind.
Well, how about this? How about this, right? We'll come back tomorrow, right? Because it's still
if the
today.
city hasn't
you know?
fallen by then.
And we also are like tapped out per se, kind of like me. Anyway, let's hit the library. We'll come up with a game plan, and then we'll come
I love
back.
the city is like falling and like, let's take a trip to the library.
Like, you gotta understand your opponent, right? And this is like football, remember? Yeah, one where you're kicking around. That one.
Right.
Like, you have to understand like the circumference of the ball and how like it affects when you hit it with your foot, right? That's kind of how it works. I've never actually played. It's a really ridiculous sport, but
Right. I can tell you've never played.
Well, yeah.
Because you sound like a nincompoop.
That's what I was going for.
Right. So, Caspian, do you think you can handle having him here for at least a bit? They're unconscious.
Yeah, I see
Just
that.
keep them that way.
So he like goes and like I assume you guys can help him. He like chains them to the weapons rack.
Yeah.
I'll just be
Right.
here.
Right.
Yep.
Awesome. Good job.
Have a good trip to the library.
We'll lock the door, mate, and then at least that will like help. I mean, we just walked right in, you know.
Yeah. And he turns to Violetta. Go home and help your mother. I don't think she's a mess. Anyway. And Violetta kind of nods and says, I'll catch up with you later. And
I'll send you a message. I can do that now.
Well, like, you can try.
and
I mean, to be fair.
she runs down the street. Well, she readies her crossbow and then runs down the street.
Don't die.
I won't.
Oh boy.
I slide out the door and I watch to make sure she gets there.
You cannot see
You're
anything.
pitch black.
You can't see your hand.
No. It was the gate and then Kalina's and then the guard tower and then the darkness, right?
No.
No, you guys. The darkness
We're in the
comes
darkness
to
as
the front
soon as
of
it
the
hits
guard,
the
guard
front
tower.
door.
Right. So if I walk out the door of the guard tower,
in
Kalina should
darkness.
be that way.
Yes, but the darkness spreads across the city.
Right. So I take steps out of the darkness.
But
to where I
she's
can
in
see
the
where
darkness.
Kalina is,
As soon
right?
as you step out of the guard tower, you're in the darkness, and it's
And then I
like
step like 10 feet that way to get out of the darkness, right?
Like back the way we came.
back
So
along the building, but
back
you can't know.
south?
If you do that, you're actually just looking at the wall of a building. You're not actually looking at Kalina's. You'd have to go like 50 feet through darkness to actually get to the other side to be able to see that she gets there.
So like, which of these buildings is a guardhouse?
Come here. It's right here.
Well, just point
This
to
one.
it.
The tiny 2-square one.
Okay, this one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the darkness comes up to that
So it's
and
right
covers
there.
the
Kalina's over there.
entirety of
So
the
you'd
main
have
street.
to go.
I mean, you could
You know what?
listen.
It
to
doesn't matter.
You could probably climb up on top
If
of the building.
Katana's Hall is in the middle, right? Katana's Hall is in the middle.
Yeah.
And then north is where I came in, and we're like right here in the guard post, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's a map.
Kinda.
Which I can see none of because of pixelization.
Cool.
Just get closer to.
Okay.
I'm gonna make your. You just.
This is the guard post.
I was gonna say, click on the screen.
This
make it big.
darkness, that's darkness. If you step out, you're in darkness. Kalina's is up here.
So it runs along the side. So yeah. So you'd have to
It
go.
the
runs
temple
down,
is down
Main
here?
Street.
Yeah, the temple's down in the,
The
bottom
temple is
right
down
corner of the
here.
map.
Oh, now I know how we got there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nuts. Okay.
So
Never mind, I don't do that.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could listen.
If you hear screams.
Are you gonna listen?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Right to the library then.
Okay. So you guys, I assume Ondine is the only person with dark vision. You kind of
Right,
lead
yeah.
everyone out of the darkness safely.
Right. Yes. I don't know where we're going, so I'll get us through the darkness and then.
Okay. So you guys just kind of turn, you go out the door, turn right, and just head up Main Street.
I have a.
Yes.
Is there? Does it have a limit for how high the darkness goes, or is
30.
it like?
30
The
feet.
darkness goes up 30 feet. So you could technically
Oh,
fly.
she could just fly straight up.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Can I just fly over it?
You can fly over it and meet them on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you do
I
that.
will do that.
Okay, so you
Man,
guys.
I should have.
Wouldn't wings be helpful?
Right? Said the person who
Things I
had
miss.
been around. Yep.
Yeah. So you guys make it to the other side of the darkness. While you guys were walking through the darkness, you heard some like weird
So somebody hawked a loogie.
noises. You kind of hear like a low rumble at some point, and
Nice.
but you guys make it through safely without any harm. And then Omorfia leads you down Main Street, almost to the entrance of the city, and then you guys turn down another street and head down, and you approach a library. It's kind of like an L building, and it's about 2 stories tall.
Like this one or this
Uh, the top one.
one? Top one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you guys get there. It's actually a really nice like brick building. Looks kind of
House.
nice. So
Just saying that.
and she leads you. And actually, you guys pass by the marketplace.
Oh yeah, we do.
Out skirting around it, and you see there's a couple Nalails still in it, in that area, like investigating and looking for things. You don't see any people in there, and you see a lot of like broken carts and tents and things like that. But you guys get to the library, and Omorfia leads you in. It kind of opens out, and you see like it's a 2-story tall building, but it's only 1 story. There's just bookshelves that go all the way up, and like books everywhere. And there's like a desk with where is it? With a woman sitting at it, and kind of leaning against, facing away from you, is a smaller woman. She's about 3.5 feet tall and has like kind of wings similar to Omorfia's, but a little bit different, and larger. And she kind of has like she's wearing like a dress that has like a lower back, and Ondine, make a perception check. But there's this woman sitting there. She kind of has like blonde hair, like pulled up into a bun. And she looks like she's kind of like looking through some books and sitting at this desk while this other smaller figure is talking to her. And you only see 2 other people in the building. One of them is sitting reading some sort of thick piece of literature. She kind of has like a tiara, and like a really nice like long floor-length dress. And then a guy kind of wearing like a long, almost floor-length like leather coat, and his skin is kind of like a weird scaly color, and it's a little like almost a little bluish green, and he's kind of looking through some books.
15.
15. Okay. So on the figure that has the wings, and kind of, because she has wings, she kind of has like an open backed dress, and at the base of her neck she has a tattoo. Hold on. That looks like this.
Okay.
Okay. And you
Is it? I recognize it.
You recognize that tattoo as part of Shabina has the same tattoo on her shoulder.
Is it a language?
No. It's just a design that looks like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not written language.
No.
Cool. Good. Just clarify.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Is Justin muted?
I was.
I was like, he's talking. Is my connection that bad?
I was like, what?
I walk up to the lady and I go, do you have a section on
So you walk up to the lady at the
creatures?
desk. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And as soon as you get up to the desk, the smaller 3.5-foot figure kind of looks at you. Goes, Tyron.
Real quick, could you show me that tattoo again?
Yes.
It's like two things and two U's, like sideways U's, intersecting each other.
It's a terrible version, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So Josh, what?
She turns to you and goes, Tyron.
Okay, who is this person? Do I recognize this person?
You do recognize this person. This is Mariah Andrema.
Oh,
She's the one with the
snap.
tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
Like the person that we...
And she
Yikes.
kind of looks at
I'm
you.
so tapped right now, it makes me angry.
And she kind of laughs.
Oh yes.
And these are people of the Onyx. Son of a biscuit.
Now, do I recognize the tattoo?
I'm regretting
Do I
not
see the
taking
Not-
tattoo?
I mean, like,
I do not see the tattoo.
You've seen her with that tattoo, but it doesn't mean anything to you.
It's just a tattoo to you.
Yeah. And she kind of laughs and goes, don't worry, you're not worth the trouble. And then turns around and sees you, Ondine, and goes, and then kind of walks off and goes and looks at some books.
Oh no! I follow her.
You're gonna follow her?
Yes, I walk after her.
Alright, I might be on a little bit of a step behind on this one there.
Behind.
What's going on right now? Like I'm talking to Ondine.
Right, so I don't know who she is to Tyron, but I have questions for her.
Right, yeah, you might want to get onto that. Me and this fairy lady, what's her name? Oh my gosh, what is it?
Omorfia.
Omorfia.
I'm writing it down now. Okay, hold on.
I love it only takes the 5th time of forgetting to be like, oh, I should probably write this down. Whereas literally it said the first time and the first thing I do is write down Sophia equals Omorfia.
Yo, I literally just did that. Okay, all right then.
Why? What, that's so not helpful.
Breathing Cheeto dust.
Clarifying, Sophia,
It's
did you get my
PXE.
email?
Be careful.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. Because that has all your stats and everything. So,
Yeah.
okay.
I hurt.
Right.
That's because you're not supposed to breathe Cheetos.
Oh, those are good ones.
That makes it worse. It's not just
Yeah.
Cheetos.
It's like the exciting Cheetos.
So,
Right then, Omorfia. We're going to be looking for anything on like this Osiris character, and I remembered I had a little bit of a flashback, like when you like think of something that you don't really remember remembering. Well, I think he has something to do with this like vampire lady. So like we're going to start there. So like,
Okay.
where would you recommend? Like fantasy, fiction, or is that more of like a history type
you
thing?
guys roll separate investigation checks. So roll it. So Sophia, roll a
Guidance.
d20.
Guidance.
And you have advantage, Sophia, which means you roll 2d2
Okay, investigation.
twice and
And
take the
take the
higher
highest
number.
Oh, damn. Okay. 15.
15. Okay. Were you going to say something?
I was just gonna tell Fist in mentally as we're walking away. I can't promise that this won't turn into a fight, and I just walk away.
Need me? Just give me a holler.
Right.
Okay. Yeah?
Looked like you said 13, but there's no sound.
Yeah, what was your number? Oh.
Every time she tries to roll, it disappears.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. So you rolled a
Okay.
15.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey!
Hi.
There we go. Yeah.
I got a 13.
13.
Oh, I was right.
Okay. So
With advantage?
Um,
Oh man.
yeah. So
But
she rolled a
that's without
13.
modifier.
Investigation is
Oh, that's
intelligence, so that's
true.
plus
Did
3.
you?
So you got a 16.
Ah, there you go. Beat
So
me
a
by
15 and a
1.
16. So it
Yeah.
takes you a little bit of time, but you do. It's easy. So are you looking for Ravana or Osiris?
Well, I think I'm gonna like start with Osiris,
Okay.
if that's the thing.
You can't find anything like in depth about Osiris himself.
Like not like look like cultists of old, and then like yeah, 'cause, like I
Say
feel
that
like
again.
that's like cultists, like known cult groups, and like any
No, it's
followers
not
of
known
Osiris.
cult groups. You do come across a book about the ancients of Kyodia,
Yeah.
which is realm number 7.
Okay.
And there is some talk about like different individuals and things, and some experiments, and about like ancients and their powers, and what happens when you like you have descendants, and when ancients give their powers to other people and things like that. And there are some references to the Doppel ancients, and it has a list of their names, and one of them is Osiris.
He's a doppel ancient. What is that?
So kind
word
of the
mean?
equivalent of what a Greek demigod would be.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And are you guys gonna look for Ravana also?
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well.
Roll investigation checks again. Sophia, you roll with advantage. So
I'm gonna use some. I'm gonna
okay.
cast guidance on myself again.
Okay, sounds good. We're gonna cut
Okay.
back over because timeline to the two of you.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? Ondine and Fist. Nope. Ondine
I'm
and
following.
Tyron. You're gonna follow her.
I'm following her until she stops moving, and then I
Wait, really
talk to
quickly.
her.
With those ancient is he? Like, of what ancient is he a doppel of?
Jeremiah Foster.
You son of a gun. All right. Shoot, dude.
And he has heritage. Where did the thing go? He has heritage.
Wait for the face.
Tied to. He is part Sorcis and part
What?
Calisthenic.
Every time. Yep.
Sorry, I got excited about something. I rolled a 15.
A 15.
The library.
Okay, plus 3. So that is a 18. Okay, a little bit better.
Because math is hard.
What was yours, Jacob?
19.
19. Okay, so this is significantly
I
better.
always went ahead.
So you guys are able to find a lot more on Ravana. She's a little bit more well known because she's not 20. So she's been around for thousands of years.
Okay.
Okay, ready for the lore dump. Okay, so
Oh, jeez.
Ravana is one of the originals, the original 5 of that were created by the original Apuleel and the original Naleel.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, so she's one of the 5 that was created by other originals?
The original Naleel and the original Apuleel created the 5 originals. And one of them is Ravana.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. So you guys are just gonna follow.
Okay, and so the Apuleel and the Naleel are like the good, the bad?
The good and the bad, yes.
Okay. Created by, I'm gonna say good, bad.
Okay.
Good, bad, and the other.
So she just kind of goes over and she's just like pulls out a book and starts kind of like thumbing through it and then sees you as you approach.
So I get that she recognized me,
Yes.
but I don't really recognize her, just the tattoo.
No, you don't recognize her. You just recognize the tattoo.
Okay.
And she puts the book back on and crosses her arms and looks at you. What do you want?
I want to know why only you or the entire guild are not interested in me anymore.
Technically, we're supposed to find you, but I figure you probably don't have it anymore, and so it's not worth it. So, unless you do have it.
Even if I did, I would not tell you.
You just did. I'm sorry, I'm not there.
Okay.
She just rolls initiative and
So, all of you gave up.
Okay. No. I just, when I see two high-end targets in the same area, I figure probably shouldn't try to take them out at the same time, because that probably won't end well for me.
And who is the other?
Who do you think?
And kind of looks at Ondine, who is following behind you.
Yo,
I didn't notice her until
we've
this
been
point.
together for like how many hours? You all are. Why? Of course, every time this happens to me, this is gonna be just amazing.
I feel like this is my wings all over again.
Every time.
Flashback to you. So, Ravana.
Yeah, okay, so just to clarify,
fell to the
Ravana
side.
is one of the
Excuse
five.
me,
yes.
if
created
they
by
spent
the
10
big
minutes
good guy
searching
and big
Osiris,
bad guy.
that did not take 10 minutes. I just want to
Yeah,
point that out.
She
I think he's just
leans
doing the,
towards the Nalea
lordom.
side. So she's
She is on
more
the baddie.
on the bad side.
Okay, so she is.
Okay.
Okay. Back to you.
And you are here with Samuel and Malachi, correct?
Well, Malachi,
Is dead.
Whoa. Is he really?
No, he's not. He's in prison.
Malachi, well, he, was caught recently trying to find you. So if I had Samuel with me, I would probably try to take you, but I don't, so...
I look back at
Then just kill him.
Ondine. And I nod. And I stab her in the throat.
Oh
Ron,
my
I
goodness!
stab her in the throat.
That took a really
Of
dark
course.
turn pretty fast.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty on par for Justin.
That's fair.
All right. Apparently,
2v1 and I can paralyze the person.
We had a conversation about this whole team like 35 minutes ago.
literally.
Okay.
Wow.
It's true, we did.
Roll for an attack.
Right.
Now, is it at advantage or not? Because you didn't see it
But this
coming
whole
or you
time-
saw it coming?
But
She
there's all
totally
time-
saw that coming.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, that's why he rolled. I was gonna say, right? Is that why you rolled? Or
that was
did you-
actually insight into whether or not he was lying. Like, he was...
Yeah.
He was...
Yeah,
And she
17.
got, only a 25, so...
Oh, jeez.
She's not
25
someone
to hit.
You know.
And then
Meanwhile, I'm
I come with my dagger after
So wait,
that.
what was it?
25 to hit.
No. I'm sorry.
What?
17 to hit.
It does
You
hit.
said 17 and then you said 25.
I repeated the 25 because I was so shocked.
Oh, I thought 17 was what you rolled, and with your modifier that brought you to 25. I was like, oh, crap, man.
No.
Yeah,
17 to hit, and then I immediately follow up with the dagger.
Copy.
and then this whole time I'm just like, Omorfia,
Which doesn't hit. It's
just
a
watch
9
this,
total.
Watch this book yet, and it has all the like, there's doppelgangers. This is like real interesting.
It's like
actually.
he throws her through the bookshelf as like
behind it, like, and I'm just like, yeah. So like Jeremiah Foster, that's a person.
okay.
Like disrespecting the library like this somewhere.
Right, yeah.
There's only going to be a
I
little bit of
actually
luck.
the only person who can actually like stay whispering the whole time.
Okay.
Never talk. Libraries are dope to me.
What was your damage? That does hit. What was your damage?
That does hit? Okay, I didn't know. So, 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Everyone roll initiative, please. So, Sophia, roll a d20 and then add your dexterity modifier.
No idea what that is. I'm not gonna lie.
So,
Okay, so
just look.
What's
on your
your
stat
number?
sheet,
Or is it?
on your stat
Oh, you
sheet,
have sheet in front of
Oh
you.
yeah, I was gonna say.
there's a dex, which is DEX,
Okay.
and then underneath it says +3. That's your dexterity
dang.
modifier.
Okay.
So like, yeah. So you're gonna like roll the d20 and then you're gonna add 3.
Okay,
And then I do that +3.
so you roll the
Yeah,
d20
you roll it.
+3. Yes.
That number +3,
Okay.
and then we're gonna rank each other on our highest to lowest, and that's our order of combat.
Highest goes first, lowest goes last.
Right. Oh.
Okay.
We can't even just have one day
I'll be
in this
honest.
campaign.
With
didn't-
the +3, I got a 23.
Nice.
Roll a natural
Wait,
you rolled a
20?
natural 20?
Did you roll a 20 on the dice?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Dude!
Dang.
Oh my gosh, I love how low key she said that. With the +20, it's a 20, or like with the plus
With a
20.
+20, it's 40.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait, so you rolled a natural 20 on your dice?
Yeah.
Dude!
It was
Welcome
really
to
weird.
the
I
session.
like that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's like the ideal.
First, yeah, you'll never get that good initiative ever again in your entire life.
Probably. So like she's gonna go first in the round of comments. She's like, yeah, and so doppelgangers. So defined, it comes from Greek, and then like has a whole different thing. And then
Okay.
meanwhile, back in the
Justin,
2 aisles over,
what did you get?
stabby stab.
19!
Ondine.
10.
Nice.
Oh no.
But when there's
Okay.
old, that's not that bad.
Fist.
13.
Okay. So, picking up after Tyron. Actually,
Well, I was a surprise
that's
round, wasn't
surprise. So, Omorfia, you're up first. Are you gonna? I mean, are you gonna do anything or just keep reading?
I didn't make any noise. I just stabbed her. So
You didn't-
really,
you
she
didn't-
would probably have
He didn't
like.
have any reaction.
I mean,
You
like they're
stabbing
also
her?
like kind of away from you. Like you're not like in the
We're
same.
a little ways away.
So you can't.
We're-
you don't have
we're-
like
we kinda split.
eyesight. So
we did the one
Okay.
thing we really shouldn't. It was we split the party, and somehow.
so are you just gonna keep reading?
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like that would.
So here's
Yeah.
some information about Ravana.
Dope.
She was. She's immortal. And no one knows where she lives. And she went like. And they're actually not sure if she lives in Aluelian or in the Nalail realm.
Okay.
So. Okay. And that brings us to Mariah.
So they don't know for sure whether she lives on like a realm or if she lives outside of a realm.
Well, because there's Aluelian, and then
Right.
underneath is the Nalail realm, which is
Right.
where most of the Makura live, and the Nalail. They're not sure if she lives there or somewhere in Aluelian.
In the
Okay.
And just to clarify, Josh, I'm at max hit points, right? Because I got put in the water, and the -4 for 24 hours was taken away by the water, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's like a total cure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
when I
healing
dipped
water.
when I dipped my feet into the water when I sat next to Ondine, did that
Yeah.
heal me all the way? Okay.
By the end of the short rest and the fact that all of you have touched the water at some point, you all should be at max hit points right now.
Just like dipped a finger in there and like.
Yeah, I was at max hit points anyway.
Could have
Okay.
Yeah, because you drank the healing water and you were like, whoa!
That was actually like super cool.
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wait, what was it? What was the underrealm called again?
No, the Nalail realm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call it the bad place.
The good place, us, and the bad place.
The middle place.
The medium place.
Yeah, we're obviously.
I love that show.
Midgard.
I'm not done with it. I have a couple seasons left.
Oh,
So good.
really? There's only like 3 seasons?
I know. I've watched 1 and
it's
2.
good.
Me and
I
Steven are
referenced
waiting to
it
watch
in
3
my
together.
last sermon.
Oh, really?
It's so good. I love that show.
Okay. She is going to...
To beat a 19?
She's going to cast Fairy Fire,
Oh no!
which
Y'all
would hit
are
the
gonna
2
get.
of you. So I need you to
Y'all
make
gonna get smacked.
Dex...
Well, I mean, assuming you guys can't make your saves.
I do have. I am proficient in dex saves.
Dexterity saving throw.
So,
Come on,
Josh,
man.
I have a question.
Don't
Yes.
let me down, assassin die.
Is this something that Omorfia would want to stay out of? Like, just generally, would she want to not get involved?
I mean,
Kind of. I mean, also, but there's also kind of like they're fighting in a library, so you kind
a
of want
sacred
to
realm.
stop that. But also, like, you don't know these people that well, so like, you don't know.
Yeah, okay.
19 total, because
And
plus
also,
5. I'm guessing you
the
didn't
books
beat
are
it.
very interesting, so it's probably gonna be.
Oh.
You rolled a 7, Miriam.
No, I rolled a 2. But I have a 5.
Okay, you
Nice.
fail, so you are fairy fired.
What?
You are fired.
Okay, Tyron, you
fired.
do save.
Yeah.
And that is an action. So
I would hope you'd be able to save.
Yes,
them.
it is an action.
okay, that
And
brings
I know
us,
this because it's the most frustrating thing on the planet.
That brings us to
Right.
Tyron. Oh wait,
Stab.
Hold on.
Ah, dang it. Stupid bonus actions.
She's gonna take the disengage action as a bonus action, and she's gonna fly 30 feet out of your range.
Holy
She's a rogue.
cow!
She's a rogue with wings.
Well, doesn't it give you attack of op? Oh, she took the.
She took the disengage.
Wow! And y'all want to fight in the library?
And she's now 30 feet from you. So with your 25 feet of movement, you couldn't get to her. Tyron, it's your
I
turn.
don't like rogues anymore.
Thank you.
Like them when they're not them.
I was gonna say that's so.
Which actually is probably one of the reasons why I really like building rogues. I actually have built like 4 rogues for this campaign.
Oh jeez.
It's terrifying.
Freaking hate rogues.
Great. Okay. Well, 25 feet and bow comes out
Okay?
and I shoot an arrow at her.
Okay.
Okay. 20 total.
That hits.
Because I'm good with that weapon. 5 points piercing damage.
Wait, if you ran 25 feet and then you're like 5 feet away from her.
No, I'm 10
but
feet away
it's-
from her. There's
it's
5
a
feet.
range.
There's 5 feet between us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I was directly adjacent to her, then I would have disadvantage. But I don't because there's 5 feet in between us.
Right.
Okay. That was how much?
5.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, because she ran away.
Okay.
Well,
I need to stop her.
You stabbed her in the chest.
Fist.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the page.
Okay. So you
He's
find
tickling
out she has not been confirmed to have been seen for at least 200 years.
Okay.
So she could have been dead for 200 years, just nobody knows. Because there's not in the last 200 years, there has not been confirmation that she is either, I mean, alive is a relative term, but like alive or dead or undead. And
Okay, so she
whether or
hasn't
not,
been like seen or had made any
No.
appearance for the last 200 years.
but you do find out that there are a lot of cults around Aluelian dedicated to trying to gain immortality from her.
Of course. Okay, how many cults?
Uh,
Approximately, give or take. Oh, I don't
Like
like how many
4
times
or
this movie
5.
is. 4 or 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That many people. That's fine.
That brings us to her turn.
Again?
No, it's a different her.
Mm-hmm.
Start fights when we don't even know who all's here.
She turns the page. Okay.
No.
Undine.
Because it's gonna be this librarian who's like super OP, level 20 something, and then y'all are gonna like, if you make noise in the library, she just insta kills you.
It's the monster from
Monster
Inc.
Just a freaking
Okay.
8-armed
Undine,
tentacle like
it's your
creature
turn.
flies out.
Yeah. I just got a text right when it was my turn.
Oh, that's not how you spell
Okay.
that word.
Okay. So she's like, okay, so did she move like away or past?
Away. So you are.
Okay. So probably like 35, 40 feet from me.
Yes.
Okay. And are you playing it that like, okay, because I play in so many different D&D games and every DM's a little bit different. So if I cast a regular like spell level as a bonus, I can do a cantrip as my action, or vice versa.
I will allow that. Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, spellcasters are super boring.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I think that's a super dope thing about you is I think at level 10 or something you can cast 2 spells per turn.
Cool. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna say,
But
from
I think
level 3.
Right.
where you're
With-
at, I think that's the thing that goes away.
With Charmaine. Okay.
But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. That's the point.
There is. Okay, so for my bonus action, I am going to it's okay. So I will, oh man, I don't know how I want to flavor this, but I will just reach out towards her and like do a little like swish and flick with my hand.
Oh.
And I'm going to hex her.
Okay.
And
Where'd I put it?
okay, so I do an extra d6 necrotic damage.
Swish, flick.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Got it. I made one too.
What is it?
And
That's a wand.
I'm gonna give disadvantage
Season 4.
on
Dear Lord, have mercy.
wisdom ability checks.
Okay.
It's not saving throws, which is super obnoxious, but it is ability checks. So
Okay.
So, like, if she were to attack, is that
If she was
ability?
trying to perceive something.
yeah, if she's trying to figure something out that's wisdom based, she has disadvantage.
Yeah.
For now.
And okay, and so it lasts for an hour as long as I'm concentrating.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Yes, it is concentration. Okay. And then after I do that, I am going to reach out and toll the dead.
My word. Are you kidding me?
She has to make a save, right?
Does it make, like, when you have Toll the Dead, does it make an obnoxious noise on top of
Yes.
the Okay.
Yes. Which is part of why I'm using Toll the Dead, is you would now be familiar with this sound of a large ringing bell.
She makes like a wisdom save or something, right?
Yes.
Isn't it con?
Wisdom.
I thought it was
It's
con.
a wisdom because it's mental. It's
Yeah,
it's
Natural
it's your
20.
mind.
oh balls.
Bong!
And she
No
kind of
damage.
looks at you and smiles and says,
Do it,
"That's
isn't
the
it?
Ondine I remember."
But I don't remember you.
What? I mean, I'm not there, but like,
And
what?
Undine she starts clenching her fists, trying to control.
No, that's me. Don't. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move forward 30 feet.
Okay. So you're now within 10 feet of her, or
Yeah.
15
Just trying
feet
to
of
close
her.
trying to close the gap.
Tyrant's within 10 feet of her. Okay.
Right.
Brings us to her.
The other her. Probably the lady at the desk. I'm worried.
Oh yeah, there was 2 people in there.
Yep.
But everybody just heard a bell.
Okay. So, okay, she's gonna use her action.
Oh my gosh! Did you just hit the whoa? Oh my gosh!
Okay.
I look up just to see her go like,
Who?
and I'm. Oh my
Who?
god!
Me?
Who do you think?
Her. Okay. So
Well, it's not Miriam.
There's only 2 girls in this group.
I didn't
Oh my
hear the
gosh.
her. Okay. The librarian person, comes running, and kind of, let's see, what is she gonna do on her next? So she runs up and then along the bookshelf on the side and looks at you and glares at the disturbance. And that's her turn.
Wait, the
The librarian.
which one? Okay, cool.
Madam Librarian.
Did we see her right before we walked in? Like, was she the green lady or the? Who's the green one?
Green one? Oh, that's the guy. The
Oh, the
guy is the
guy.
green one.
So did we
Laura.
ever all see this librarian beforehand?
Yeah, because she was right up there at the desk.
But nobody talked to her.
No, nobody talked to her.
So she just probably wants a friend. And okay.
Yeah, as she's perched, looking down at you from the bookshelf, she definitely wants a
At
friend.
me?
No, at
Will
that.
you be my friend?
Why doesn't anybody talk to me?
No.
I'm trying to open my computer. It'll let me open my stats, but it's not connecting to the internet, so it might take me a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
hang on.
that's what it is. Okay, that brings us to the other person's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy with kind of the scaly like skin kind of like walks around and like looks at all of you and says, "What's going on over here?"
Do we get to respond?
You can. I'll allow it. You can respond.
I'm allowed to talk.
That's funny.
Assassin, very bad. You might want to stop her.
He kind of rolls his eyes.
And I'm nodding vigorously. In case it's a deception check that needs advantage.
What?
I mean,
You're
it's
insight
not
checking
deception.
him?
No.
He was saying he's nodding vigorously
I'm
unless I need to do a deception check.
in maybe a deception check.
We're totally telling the truth.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I mean, I could have just yelled, "She's in the city to kill me," but I didn't get to it soon enough.
Apparently, she's in the city to kill me.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Kill whoever she can get to.
And he pulls out a short
This
sword
way.
and a mace. And that's his turn.
Swing! Man, he uses different abilities for 2 different weapons. That's interesting.
Anyway. Okay, that brings us to top. Hey, Omorfia.
Hello.
What do you want to do? Do you want to run towards the action? You heard this huge bell sound and everyone's kind of congregating in this one area.
So Would that be my whole turn, just running there?
To get there, yeah, it would be your entire turn. You could. Oh, hold on. We already went past your turn.
Yeah. No.
You turned the page. You're about
Uh-huh.
halfway.
We're
down.
only on our first go.
We're still on the first one. Okay. And this is Omorfia. Ondine is behind you. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Man, I wish I had my cool level 6
You
stuff.
you could create a you know what, if you wanted to, as your action, and you could use your movement to get there as close as possible, and then use your action to create a
Okay.
thing.
Well, I don't have my stat, but can I say what this is? Because you're not saying it, so I'm a
Yes.
little bit.
Do you want?
He doesn't want to steal
I just
it
don't
from
want to
you.
say it unless you want to do it.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Would I be able to, if I can get close enough, use a poison dart? Would that be possible? You know, because I have my blowgun thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes, you could. It would be with
Is she like
disadvantage.
wraith portaling?
But you can try
Probably.
if you want
Okay.
to. Who are you gonna fire at?
Well, that's fair.
Row.
You see an arrow sticking out of the woman 10 feet away from me.
She's frozen, y'all. I don't know if she can hear us.
Oh.
Saying like we have to finish
Yeah.
by then, but
So-
like
Hi, I'm back.
You
Just
can do
reset.
that if you wanted to. You'd have disadvantage because she's kind of far away, but
Okay, so what would I roll for that?
so
I
you
roll?
roll to attack. You roll another d20,
Okay.
and you
And
add
then-
your attack modifier, which is a +5.
+5.
but
Okay.
she's rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you roll twice and take the lower number.
Okay. I'll be right back because I have to go to my home screen because my computer's
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
Remember how I
this
told
is
you? I
turning-
said there's not going to be
Yeah,
any combat
I know,
this week.
I know.
Then you know.
But then we forgot that Justin is in our party.
Justin's a wild card.
Yeah. But to be fair, you said it's possible that there would be no combat.
I was not planning on combat.
No, I know.
I mean, there's a reason that she didn't immediately just try
everybody.
to kill them. Okay. What'd you roll?
I rolled. Okay, so my first roll was a 17, and then I had a 15. So 15 was the lower one.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's a
pretty
20,
good.
which does hit. So
Nice.
you roll. Okay, so I'm looking at the wrong person.
Logan is a
Okay.
D4.
So it's 4 points of piercing damage, but you're using the poison. So roll. I think it's 2d8.
Okay. I'll be back again.
Okay.
Oh, that's so much damage.
Should have mailed her some dice.
Yeah.
Well, like you know when I caught that cultist dart or whatever, like
Yeah.
it had like crazy good poison on it, and that's why it was like super ineffective.
Well, because
Yeah.
it's 1 point of damage, but you're
But-
poisoned for 1 hour,
Right.
which is bad.
But when you can just catch the dart,
it, and it's
Right.
it's like 10, it's a D10 plus your your level. I'm
Dude.
like,
Have you seen the dice for Wormwood? This new Kickstarter.
Mhm.
no.
They've got some like wood dice, stone dice, and glass dice.
Ooh.
I mean, they have some resin ones as well.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about
They got-
actually getting a tray soon.
yeah, yeah. I should be getting my hero vaults from the random one that I did like 9 months ago.
Yikes.
Well, because it was a Kickstarter, so they have to fulfill their orders, and I didn't do
Oh.
the like high tier early release, and then COVID happened, and so everything got pushed a month.
Yep.
So probably this month I'll get my vault. But yeah, but their dice are like $80 for a set of like stone dice. But they've got like
Ouch.
They've got some like rose quartz ones that are pretty cool, and they've got like blue sandstone.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
So I rolled an 8 and a 5.
Okay, so 13 plus 4, that's 17 points of damage. She is gonna uncanny dodge that.
Can you
Oh.
uncanny dodge poison?
You have the damage against you, so yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Okay, it's interesting.
Before
Did
we
you see her?
start debating things, rogue.
So 17 halved is it's 8.
Well,
right?
it'd be
Yeah.
8, right?
Yeah.
Last quick
Still
question.
a lot of damage.
Did the woman see
Poison.
the little dragonfly lady?
Her name is Omorfia. Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah, she like
Now that
flew
he has it
out.
written down,
I
he's
wrote
going to
it
use it
down.
all he can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's all you can do on your turn. So that's gonna bring us to Tyron. Nope, not Tyron. The chick.
Mm-hmm.
Which chick?
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
5 of them.
It's Mariah's
The
turn.
librarian, the Mariah chick,
Mariah.
or the dude?
Mariah Carey.
Or the other lady that was just sitting there.
Oh, dude, I totally didn't even think about her either.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was 4 people in this building, and then you just tried to stab one of them. Or actually, you did stab one of them. Okay. She is gonna throw her, or she's gonna move towards Ondine.
12 hours.
Actually,
Yeah.
Past me?
Actually, you're within 20 feet, so she's just gonna throw her dagger at you.
At Ondine?
Ah,
Ooh, fun.
that's not a okay.
Apparently, my Wi-Fi hates me because it's been trying to connect for the last 10 minutes.
Wow.
Oh wait, 15.
I'm going to use as a reaction Shield of Force to make that not hit me. And she is going to take 3d4 radiant damage. I'm assuming that's what my life stone uses?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, okay.
3d4. Alright. 7 points of radiant damage. Instead of me taking any.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, she is gonna take.
And she threw what at me?
A dagger.
Dagger.
A dagger. Okay.
She was like.
You're like, no.
Actually, she's not. She's just gonna move and retrieve her dagger.
Past me?
Threw it into.
Well, she
So it was like
So,
her,
like-
and then
so it
5 feet.
So
deflected.
shield.
But she can move around in a way that won't provoke opportunity
How
attacks from.
wide are these aisles?
You're in a pretty wide,
It's
like
a
this
library.
is a wider
It
section.
can be any. Have you seen like a university?
25 feet wide aisles? Because if I'm in the middle, then I can cover 5 feet on either side of me, which is 15 feet. There's more feet? That's a big freaking aisle. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just confused. I like no aisle I've ever been in has ever been
If
that
she
big.
takes the
So-
disengage action, does that
Again.
apply
No, 'cause
for all
no.
movement?
Because she
Or
has to be in my
melee with
melee
someone.
and then disengage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She's gonna hold. She's gonna hold right there, and she's
Mhm.
So
gonna
still
ready.
10 feet.
So it's still 10 feet from you, 15 feet from you. She's just gonna ready her rapier. Okay.
Just so you know, you pointed at a screen
realize
and
they
we can't tell.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
tell.
There's
who
a 5 foot
you're
space
pointing
between
Right.
me and her, and you are 5 feet behind me, Miriam.
Okay.
Yes. Same. It's the same as it was. She didn't move.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
It was just funny because you're like 10 feet from you and 5 feet from you, and I'm like, I don't even.
Okay.
I don't know.
Tyron, it's your turn.
Sling the bow up, and as I move the 5 feet, the rapier and the dagger come out, and they both hit at the same time. And I'm just 2 attacks again.
Well, Yeah, I was gonna say they don't hit per se yet. And the roll.
The attempt happens.
Right.
All right, so 19 for the rapier and 23 for the dagger.
Yes. Those
Never mind.
both
Yeah, they
hit.
both hit at the same time.
So I don't really want to say this, but because I'm an honest person, I'm been fairy fired. Did she
Oh.
attack with advantage?
She did not attack with advantage.
Okay.
Roll it.
Does that... Because the Shield of Force is a AC.
It's
like
a plus
parry,
3
right?
to my AC. So currently my AC is 17.
So she rolled a 9, so that'd be 16, so that still doesn't hit.
Okay.
Still missed.
Okay.
Yes, that's
I
true.
just-
Thank you.
I just realized I was fairy
I
fired.
actually forgot that anybody was very fired, honestly.
Yeah.
I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna attack Ondine because she's fairy fired, and it didn't roll with advantage.
Yeah. I just for sake of honesty.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, geez. Like, as close to max damage as I can be. Okay, so I'd rolled 10
Without being
total
max
for the rapier. Super close. 10 total for the rapier, so and 4 for the dagger, so 14 total.
Wow.
Oh, it has come around to her turn. She did get a reaction
If
back.
she uncanny dodges, she can only dodge one of those, correct? Because it's
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're separate.
Correct.
so it
So
was
10 points of damage from the rapier.
okay. So she's gonna uncanny dodge
5.
that.
So
Take
9
5.
total.
Okay. She's looking pretty hurt. Okay.
Great. And as I attack, I shift around to the other side of her. So it's me, her, however many feet, and then on to the rest of the people.
Okay.
Mm.
Fist. Omorfia has left you, so
Right, yeah, I just looked up from my book and realized that. And also my ears are ringing. And I'm just gonna have the book and I'm just gonna shut it. Just hold it in my hand and then walk towards the sound.
okay. So if you move, you have 40 feet, right?
40 feet
so
of
you can
movement.
move your full distance, and you can now see what's going on.
So I'm just gonna walk up and I'm gonna be like, "This is a library," and that's it.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
Your
Cool.
stand.
Okay. Next person. Wait. Yes, that's correct. Ondine.
Okay. So she's 10 feet from me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move into her space. And
Into her face or next,
I want to get
Okay.
up in her face.
Okay.
She's gonna get wrought up, but she's gonna get her eyelashes braided together.
Only Emma would understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the wrong guess to be making that joke.
And I'm just going to reach out and grab her and cast inflict wounds. But I have to hit her.
Yeah.
With advantage, because you're flanking, right?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I would try to get the most advantageous. Okay.
Yes!
Okay.
I did something, you guys. I did a good thing.
I'm gonna
Yay.
use my
It's called
assassin.
metagaming.
Literally, I have dice
No,
that are
it's
the
not.
color of my casting stones.
Oh,
I've got one that's
nice.
golden, white, and one that's black. It's red, but so I've got my
Right.
assassin die and my divine die.
Divine die.
Okay. Which it's fitting because it's the Vax, the black die that rolled a 15 plus a 5. So
That
it's
hits.
20 to hit, modified 20.
When I walked up, how far in close did I get? So am I in the aisle or so I assume it's at the center aisle that runs down and there's multiple shelves and
It's a
lanes
little.
and stuff like that.
It's anyway. You could
Right.
get to her with your movement on your next turn.
No, I know. I'm just saying. So when I walk up, how many people can I see?
You can see the scaly guy.
And what do I see?
Scaly guy has a mace and a what is it? A
Forgot you
short
existed.
sword. Mace and a short sword. The librarian is on the bookshelf. And then you see Fist and your
I see
Fist.
myself in a
There's
mirror.
a mirror, by the way. There's you break the mirror. There's Tyron, and then
It's funny.
Mariah, the fairy or whatever she is,
Right,
and
yeah.
then Ondine, and then
The dragonfly chick.
Omorfia is kind of
Amorphia.
Omorfia is next to you at this point, actually.
Oh, cool. Right. Yeah. And I'm just like, for the record, I'm literally just holding the book and I'm just like looking at this whole
Yes.
thing, not making any threatening moves or anything. I just look like common Joe trying to
Yes,
study
I
at the
know.
library.
Okay. So I do 17 points of necrotic damage.
And she's already used a reaction. Whoa,
It's
baby.
true. Please describe the last strength she's there.
Yep. You just screwed up your main line, kid.
Please
That's
describe
right.
the last thing she sees.
So I reach out and I kind of, while she's a little bit distracted, I just like grab her with my offhand and I just look at her and I say, you chose the wrong side. And then my eyes go black. And then just like black goes, like veins grow up her arm and she
Okay.
collapses.
Oh, you grabbed her on the arm. Okay.
And you
Yes.
kind of like, as your eyes go black, you kind of like see in like her last moment, her kind of like smile a little bit, and then she falls to the ground.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. That's a
Um,
great time to walk into
Okay,
a library.
I'm
So that brings us to the.
We're not out of initiative yet.
No, you are
No,
not out of
we're not.
initiative.
No.
Because there are other things that are happening.
Okay. Okay, let me look at the specificity of this spell. Okay. The librarian is going to cast silence on the two of you in
Fair
your
enough.
area.
you gestured at a screen again. I think I know who you're talking about.
The
but
two of you
in
who
the
just
Only
killed
two have
the
been
person.
killing
The two that are making noise.
The people who are making noise and making trouble.
Right.
Technically
Right.
3, just
I
one
know.
of you is dead. Okay. So she does that.
Oh yeah, none of these dice are rolling very well. I'm just gonna keep
Okay.
those in timeout. That one's okay.
Yep. And then that brings us to the scaly guy, who looks at you specifically. That like he's ignoring the
so
people
you
who
shot.
aren't doing.
So Omorfia shot the scaly guy.
No, she
Oh,
shot
who'd she shoot?
the winged
Oh,
chick.
okay, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Everyone's done damage to that person. And then he kind of looks around with his two weapons. What's going on?
Justin, you're muted again. It'd be more effective if you just muted your mic and then started talking for the bit's sake. But there we go. That's better.
Whatever.
And that's all he's gonna do for his. Actually, no.
I was gonna say.
No.
What's going on? What's going on?
He is going to
Yes, he is.
cast blink on himself.
Ooh, fun! What's going on?
I think
Disappears.
I have this one somewhere. I take that back. I don't know where this spell is. I have a spell card in here somewhere, but I don't remember what.
Josh, I have to go in a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'll be here for a little bit, but
okay.
I have to head out.
I'll be right back.
Mute your mic.
Blink, please. Oh, it's a 3rd level. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And he vanishes.
Of course.
Okay. Brings us to Omorfia.
Hello.
Is there anything you would like to do?
Oh, never mind. That was a movie.
I mean, we're technically kind of out of combat at this point. So
We are out of combat.
yeah, we're gonna say we're out of
Okay.
combat. I mean, unless someone tries to hit someone else. So
Well, I wasn't sure what the librarian and another guy had in. Okay.
I'm trying to think.
I mean,
I don't really know what I want to do.
yeah, technically the threat has been neutralized, and there's no longer any, and the people who were making noise have been silenced. So the library has returned to its normal quietness. There's no threat left. So whatever you think your character would do.
Okay. So I'll just say, so if all of that is over with now, maybe we can get back to what we actually came here for. So then I can like lead them to, or I'll go with.
Fist.
Oh, now I feel bad. I forgot it.
Fist. Yeah. Yeah. So you and Fist, are you guys going to return to
Yeah.
research?
I'll-
I mean, I'm just gonna like look at Ondine and be like, "Really?
I can talk to you because it's in my head.
Right?
It's not
Yeah,
actually
fair.
verbal.
yeah. I'm gonna like. Are you serious? Like, we were
Do
here
you
for
really
like
think
5 whole minutes? Right? Yeah, but of the two of you,
Right.
you're
No,
kind of like the responsible one.
I didn't have a choice. I told you this might not work well. Also, can we spare the dying? Can you ask if somebody, oh crap, you can't talk either. This is stupid.
Well, like,
Um,
I mean, I can try.
right, I
Do my
can't,
best.
I mean, I would
Like,
try and cast spare the dying, but I can't talk and it's verbal. So, I don't want her to die. I have questions.
Oh yeah, that's a. I'll just cast silent. There was a librarian,
The
right?
He
librarian.
didn't want her to die. Why did he stab her in the first place? Honestly.
Right, yeah.
Well,
no,
I don't
I'm
think
right,
he cares.
I'm right there
I
with you.
care. I have questions.
Right, yeah. So, I'm just gonna like look at the librarian, and in the nicest tone possible, I'll just be like, "Excuse me, madam, but I'm afraid that like there's been a little bit of a mix-up, and my friends, sorry, here, yeah, me talking, I'm in your head,
She kind of like crawls down the bookshelf and stands up.
Right. Nice to meet you. My name's Fist, and we can get through all the pleasantries later.
Denison?
But do you mind letting my friend over there
Oh, wait, I
have
can't.
control of her voice? I promise she won't make any more trouble. It's that other one actually that you can. I don't care what you can just leave him the way he is.
Better for all of us.
What? Why would I? Fine.
I promise.
She
Like
drops
we'll
the
explain
silence.
everything. All right, sweet.
Right.
On
Thank
everybody,
you.
on-
It's a like an orb, like it's a space,
Oh, okay,
so it
okay,
just
okay.
drops on everyone, not a
Okay,
specific
cool.
person.
Right. I'm sorry that we caused a problem in your library. I'm wondering, you seem pretty powerful. Would you be able to cast Spare the Dying on this assassin here so that we can ask her some questions?
Oh,
Is that
healing.
within your
That's
repertoire?
Not my repertoire.
Ooh.
Diametria.
Ooh, there is someone though. That's lovely.
And
Because I can do it, but I can't promise it'll work. Because
Oh,
it's
that's
from Lucian. This isn't a time I'd like to experiment with that.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
You're muted, so if you're trying to actually talk to me, I can't hear
I'm
you.
trying to stabilize her. Can I, please?
Oh, okay.
What do you? What?
Like, patch up a wound. Usually it's a medicine check. I don't care what the DC is. I'm trying to, like,
He's just gonna
stop
close
her
holes.
having to make
Right.
death saving
I'll
throws.
help with that at this point while we wait for someone to come spare the dying.
Okay. Yeah. Make a medicine check. One of you with advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say whoever's like proficient with it.
I was already doing it. I assume
Yep.
you're just not down to
Go
help,
for it.
so I'll just do it. Natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
You kind of, I mean, like, she kind of did like a lot of damage to her, like in a like it wasn't like she stabbed
It
her.
wasn't just like stabby,
So
stabby, but
it's
the
pretty
stab wounds are
difficult.
probably plugged.
Yeah, you got the stab wounds.
Can I
So
give her a successful death saving throw?
she's-
Anything to slow it down. Anything to like keep her
And at
from
this
going
point,
over the edge.
the person who was reading the book and did absolutely nothing this entire time has walked over, and
That sounds like me. I thought you were talking about me there for a second.
kneels down and takes out like a healer's kit and gives her a couple hit points back. And
Oh, stab and paralyze.
What?
so you just stab, and
Yeah,
she
I
just
stab and I bring her down to
glares
one
at
hit
you.
point and I paralyze her.
Oh my god.
and she looks
It's
at
fine.
you.
She
And
She's going to live.
smiles,
She's alive.
and you see these two fangs start to protrude.
terrifying. Can you please? I'm trying to keep her docile. If she popped up, she would have attacked us again. I almost guarantee you. So, if you look at her, she is alive. She
In the
is
back,
well,
in
she
the
just
back
can't
of
move.
Do you not
Ondine's head.
think that I know what I'm doing?
Right. Well, I panicked.
In the back of Ondine's head, I'm just like,
And
at least answer me this.
and Dennis,
Who attacked
the
you
librarian
first?
comes and pulls you back and says, "Do you know who you're talking about to?"
Me?
No, to
No.
Oh, I was
Tyron.
like-
Pulls Tyron
Yeah,
back.
me. Now, who's she looking at? Is she looking at the lady that talked to me with the fangs, or is she looking at the girl on the ground when she says
The
that?
lady
Like,
who's looking at you with fangs.
I assume someone quite powerful, judging by the terrified way you
These two
Talk about her.
wings, that unearthly wings, come out of her back. She goes, "You are talking to the princess."
Oh my word.
And right. My apologies for interfering with what you are doing. Like I said, I panicked. I have not been making the best decisions over the couple of days.
At
Um,
all, ever.
She will live. She won't be able to move for the next hour. Thank you for
And-
keeping her from dying.
The princess looks at you. Yes, and I'm guessing that kind of defeats the purpose of you wanted to talk to her now, whereas I am holding her down, and she could have talked to you, but now you have to wait an hour. And she
Right, I
stands
don't
up
know how
and
strong you
walks
are.
away.
I don't know how strong you are. I don't know if she could break away. I was being sure.
Still talking to a princess.
As the princess passes me, I'm just gonna like just dip my in the void. I'll like kneel. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do.
He curtsies instead.
Yeah, I'm like with
Make a
my
performance
leather
check.
with my leather overcoat, just like doing a curtsy. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Performance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 18.
You like do this really nice, elegant, like for you, surprisingly like elegant,
Right.
very. And she kind of like looks at you and nods, and goes back to her book and starts reading.
I was really hoping it would be a really bad bow. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. Well, I feel like Justin's taking up all this like karma energy right now.
Yeah, no,
and
I
so,
mean,
like,
at all.
in comparison. Okay.
I just grab her like hand and I just like start dragging her towards the door.
Okay.
I
was
grabbed.
talking about the princess for a second.
I did
No.
too. I was a little confused.
You did.
I grabbed the unconscious ladies or paralyzed. I'm sorry. She's awake, but grab the unconscious ladies.
I walk over to
With
Tyron.
your what strength?
Make
Yeah,
a
we're about
strength,
to find out.
make a strength check.
Oh my gosh.
Natural 20.
2 in a row on the same dice, baby.
Really honest, she's
So 19.
smaller than you, so it was a really low DC.
Oh. Wow.
Yes, you managed to do so.
She's smaller than 50
You are now
pounds.
leaving a nice
He's like 30-something pounds.
blood trail through the library.
I plugged all the holes.
You still have blood on
Remember
And
my
as you
natural
start
20
moving
check?
the body,
Oh boy.
As he's
How
dragging,
much does she weigh? Like,
I'm
how
gonna
big is she?
interrupt that, and I'm gonna walk over, and I'm gonna pick Tyron up by his collar.
Oh dang! I'm still hanging on to the lady with my natural 20 strength check. So you kind of picking us both up,
yeah.
or like
So you're lifting 70 pounds.
That's fair.
I can curl that sometimes on a good day.
I mean, it wasn't amazing. I rolled a 14 if you needed an athletics check, but
70 pounds, you're fine. So
yeah.
She did a whole clean and jerk, just like.
Yeah, I just grab him and I just kind of like shove him against the bookcase. And I just say, my eyes go black again. You've messed with things you don't understand. And if you do it again, you'll end up like her and I won't bring you back. Do I make myself clear? And I just drop him and I walk away.
So you drop 2 bodies onto the ground.
Do you want an explanation as to why I did that?
Hold on. Actually, it's nice now. No. Okay.
I just start rifling through the chick's pockets.
Okay.
I let go over.
You find 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
She has, well, she doesn't have the dagger, but there was the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And she has thieves' tools and her rapier, and a card with the onyx amulet, or actually more than one. She has several cards that are the onyx amulet business card thing. And
Does she have a journal of any kind? Any documentation?
make an investigation check. Did you make an investigation check for this yet?
Not necessarily. While that's happening, I'm going to turn to the librarian and be like, right, so my friends over there, they're like trying to figure out what's going on. I was just here to do some bit of research, and I noticed we left a mess. Do you have a broom's closet or like anything like that I can help clean up a mess?
And she
Or
points to
anything
like
that.
a closet.
That's so wholesome.
Right, yeah. I'll get on there in a minute, and I just like.
Okay, you're just gonna start?
Yeah, I'm
cleaning
gonna.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start mopping. Cinderella over there. I rolled an 19.
Okay. She does.
Okay. I take it all.
Okay.
And I start reading while she's paralyzed.
Okay.
Is it written or just in your head?
What do you mean?
Whatever's on the paper.
It's in my head. I haven't written that one out yet.
Okay.
So,
I was just gonna say, for time's sake, you could just.
I will give you the information that is in it.
That's cool.
Later. I'll also talk to you about what you're specific if you're looking for anything in specifics. So, and the librarian goes back to doing stuff. Starts putting books back and stuff. Sophia, what time do you have to go?
I can actually stay a little bit longer than I thought.
Okay. Okay. So what are you all doing right
Just
now?
like I'm mopping, I think, right now.
Yes, mopping. Omorfia, are you doing anything in particular? Are you going to help him clean up the blood, or?
Well, I'll give her the book I was working on. I was like, do you mind like finishing this up for me?
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I don't know if I
Lower your
want
speed.
Just give you a mop that's like 3 times your height. And...
yeah,
No, like, yeah,
how is
no,
that
the
gonna work?
No, the book.
I just come out with a little mini mop. It's going along the floor.
No, you're just dragging it and you're just like flying in.
Okay.
The little toddler like clean up vacuum cleaners and mops you give kids to make them think cleaning's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is she looking for?
Well, like I was just reading the book, so whatever the book that I was reading had on, it was on the
Yes.
the
lady.
Ravana chick or whatever.
So
And I had gotten to the fact that there's like 4 to 5 cults
Yes.
that are trying to gain
the
immortality
five,
from her.
out of the 5 originals, Ravana and where'd her name go? It's gone. Ravana and Medusa were more closely connected with the Nalail, whereas the other 3 were more connected with the Apulael, which are like the creators, the good people, the creators.
Right.
Specifically, Zamael, which is like the leader of the Nalail, like the immortal king of the Nalail, had close bonds with Ravana. And actually, under his advising, Ravana created the Khalasars, the Lupires, and the Laugaraus.
Holy cow.
Dude, I'm such a moron. I just recognized what the tattoo means, and I came up with the freaking group.
Yeah. Which is why I like showed it to you, and I was like waiting for like maybe something to like click.
Nope. I just
was like, okay.
literally looking at my notes again. I was like, oh wait, I get what this is.
Yeah. Okay.
Miriam's actual intelligence not very high.
So, yeah.
So Ravana and Medusa were like the Nalail
Yes.
side heavy.
And Medusa,
and then
a little bit more about Medusa. Where'd Medusa's thing go? So Medusa is banished into a grave near the central table where the Apulael watch her body. And
she was banished to a grave.
it's like she's alive. She's technically alive.
Okay.
It's like a prison that's kind of not on a realm. It's a little weird. And where'd the other? And she is like the mother of all Makura,
which is the people
like Yandora and Cyrus. They're Makura. They were trying to get the relics to release her.
So, okay.
Yes. So that's what you find out from the book.
And so you said that Ravana had like really close ties with the big bad king.
Yeah, Ravana and Medusa are like really close with Zamael, the leader of the Nalail.
What's it?
Zamael.
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 Okay, I actually do have to go.
Okay. We will see you next week, right?
Yeah.
So.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. This was really fun.
And we'll try and let you do more.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how much we were going to do. So, yep. Excited to have you back.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
I'm so much bigger on my screen now.
Right.
Okay. There was a question that someone asked. Oh, no, I was going to say, also from looking at this book, you guys gather all 5 of the originals are still technically, well, besides maybe Ravana, they're all still technically alive and somewhere in existence. Just no one's really seen them for a while, and it's kind of rumored on like where they might be and things like that, and like in what condition they're in right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so you said that they're the people guarding Pule.
Apuleo.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay. What are you guys doing? You guys mop up the blood. You finished kind of researching the book. Like, what are you guys doing? I'm guessing
It
you're
is now what, like
kind of reading the journal and stuff, right?
Yeah, before I really talk to her, I want to know as much as I can.
Okay. Well, you have an hour, so.
Yeah.
Would you care for an explanation as to why I did?
So after my blood cleaning is done, I talked with Omorfia and like
And
got
gathered all
caught
that
up on the
information.
book. We'll then switch gears and go to the practical application section and look for anything on tattooing
Okay.
and like technique and equipment and like all sorts of stuff like that, as well as
Make an
yeah, let's just
investigation check. Okay.
because I really don't want to screw this. Because okay, actually, that's not too terrible.
16. Okay. It's not too hard. You have Omorfia and Denizen to help you, so you quickly find the area and like. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or you're just
like different like understanding like picking up new techniques,
okay?
different used, like how to create different like, inks and how to
Branching out.
make
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
just look into opening up a library card and checking out books.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm hearing you,
That's the
and then
thing.
you're like really pixely, like really robot-y out here. So I'm
Oh.
like, okay.
Okay.
Yes. So you find a lot. You learn a lot. I'm gonna say that you have greater knowledge in that area. Okay.
Sweet.
What was the last thing that you asked?
Incorporating magic to it.
Magic into tattoos.
Like how that is applied and how it works.
Yes. It depends. That's not a really common thing, but you do find there are specific areas and places and types of magic where people do practice things like that. None of the really big ones are in this realm, though.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
the biggest, like, kind of most famous one, I have it anyway, is from... what realm is that? I think it's Kyodia.
Okay. Which is realm set, correct?
Yes.
Aha,
Either
I'm learning.
that... Yes. Realm 7.
Yeah.
Kyodia.
Kyodia. Which you said is... I can't remember. I don't know why it's in my notes. I can't remember. It just says realm 7. Kyodia.
Doppelancients.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So that had something to do with doppelations because that's where they are, or that's where they came
No,
from?
they just... there's no connection between the two. They're just from that place. You know? Same realm.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. We're gonna say the hour passes. Is there anything in particular that you want to know from the journal so that we can move on with the interrogation? I give you a lot more in depth later, but if there's anything specific that you're looking for that will influence how you're...
I want to know if there are any names I recognize or any reference to the organization.
Okay. Yes.
Not the Onyx Amulet.
Yeah. There's a lot of references to both the Onyx Amulet and the other organization in it and throughout. The name that sticks out to you the most is Shabina Azeroth. And she does at some point talk about a Ondine Azeroth and her potential. And what you gather is she was heavily connected to the organization, and that the organization does spread across all, I believe it is 8 realms, and there are different sub-organizations, and the Onyx Amulet is not one of those organizations, but she does. And most of them just go under the same title, but there's multiple groups throughout all of the realms. She does.
Does it mention why she was looking for me?
It doesn't mention that she was looking for you, but she just knows the name, and she
Okay.
knows she's heard stories of the potential. She is. She does mention Shabina a lot, so they had a relationship of some sort through the organization.
So she knows Sabina and has connections, knows my connection, and that I have potential, but doesn't mention why she would be here looking for me at all.
She's originally from this realm.
Okay.
So this is her home, and where she lives. And it also talks about she finds that working for the Onyx Amulet is an act
Useful.
that fulfills what the goals are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Tyron wanted to do something too.
Tyron.
I just asked if they wanted an explanation.
Ask who?
Both
Me.
of them.
Okay.
Right. You can tell me what you want.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really explain it as well as I can show you. Who's willing to walk with me? You can bring the woman as well. She already knows.
Right. Let me finish my notation real quick. Right. Well, where are we going?
About 10 minutes outside the city to the north.
How long did my research take? Is it going to take most of the hour?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Okay. Just make sure we have time for both.
Yeah. And I mean, when she comes back, she has 1 hit point, so it's not that hard.
Yeah. Right. Well, I don't think she'll appreciate, pointing to the librarian, I don't think she'll appreciate us questioning her in here anyway. So we might need to adjourn somewhere else. Fist, you willing to take a little bit of a walk?
I mean, yeah, I can. I'm gonna see if I can check out some books, but other than that, yeah, I'm good to go.
Right. I will say there's Nalail outside, so we just have to be careful where we're going.
We do not need to cross the darkness.
Okay.
So is library cards a thing? And do they have accounts that I can set up?
Yeah.
Are.
No way.
At least
Dope.
here.
Huh?
So she gives you
I was just saying, our library cards. You pluralized cards, so it would be a plural.
Right. Yeah. Sorry.
She gives
I
you
got it too. That was kind of annoying.
a thing. It's it's a symbol
Okay.
of
Cool.
the library, and gives it to
Nice.
you, and you can check out 1 book. at a time.
Dope. Then I'll look for a smithy book really quick.
Okay, you find
Like
one.
local like smithing techniques and like
Okay,
something native to this realm.
okay,
And grab that and
you find that.
stuff
So
it
you
in my
can add
pack and
that
then
to your equipment or whatever.
right. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so you guys are heading, and
I lead
Omorfia
them.
kind of votes to stay at the library and do some more research and stuff.
And I lead them through whatever places I need to not go into the darkness. But
Okay,
I lead them
you guys actually don't
north
walk
out
down
of
the
the
street.
city.
You guys walk around and behind the buildings and along the wall, just to avoid like the marketplace even more so, and to not run into that kind of thing.
And am I carrying the bad lady?
Yeah, either of us. She doesn't weigh a lot, so either
Okay.
way. I mean, I'm not strong, but I think I can carry 20 pounds.
No, that's all right. I got it. I just like grab her and like sling her over my shoulder.
Okay.
She's tied, right? Like we bound her.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I lead them up north and to my camp.
Okay. Do you want
For
to
point of
describe?
reference, what is the time of day? Like, are we now like at what 5,
Well,
6 o'clock?
By now, you're closing in on like dinner,
Right,
like
yeah.
close to like
Okay.
5 or 6. So, do you want to describe your camp?
Yes. As you go up the road and then hang a left, so to the west
So
off
after you
of the
guys have
road.
gone through the farmlands, and then you get to the forest.
We're
Walk through
heading
some
north
brush.
away from the
Yes.
city, correct? Okay.
Head through some brush, maybe a couple 100 feet off the road. There's a small clearing, and in this clearing, you see a what is essentially a dragon. It is creamsicle orange with golden accents on the white horns, golden eyes that when she hears you, when it hears you, it turns towards you. Large, fairly big. For reference,
Jeez.
this thing. And I hold up my hands. Brethne, they are friends. They are not from the amulet. And I walk
She
up
kind
and
of
I put my
calms
hand
down.
on her. Yeah, I put my hand on her shoulder. And then I walk over to some saddlebags and I pull out a brush and I start brushing down what is essentially a very, very fine fur. And there's a bit of a grayish undertone to like the skin, but then the fur is what's orange. And as I'm brushing her down, years ago I was north of here, and I was in a town in passing. I was born a trader, so I was trading.
That kind of trader.
Right, yeah, I was a little confused on that one, yeah.
I was out one night after I had been in a tavern, and I stumbled across a trap with the most beautiful animal I had ever seen inside of it. So, after many hours of almost getting, I was able to free her. Through not being the most stealthy or the under the hat individual, the hunters found out who it was that had freed their greatest prize from the trap. They knew that I had taken from them what was essentially the largest payday that could ever come their way from their boss, and also I had taken away the boss's calling card. He would have, after that, been able to be introduced as the man who caught the dragon and be able to boast about that until he died. A few days later, she went to camp. We've been friends ever since. The Onyx Amulet has hunted me, trying to get to and kill her and take her as a prize. So I'm sorry if what I have been doing seemed loose lately. I am merely trying to protect. The only constant friend I have is not betrayed. I haven't looked at you guys the entire time, by the way. Just
Right, yeah.
moving slowly and methodically
Mhm.
down the right side of Fresnay's body.
Wait, what's its name?
Presnay.
Preth.
Cool. Ah. Tyron, in your head, you hear. Right, man, I get it. Like, friends are important and all that, but there are other people in this world, right? And we got to understand that. And we got to actually, like, understand that, like, the way that we see the world and all that we do things, it has repercussions on other people. And I swear to God, if you ever, like, me in danger, I have friends here and I have friends elsewhere. I have a duty to protect. You ever do that again, I'll kill you no matter what this dragon thing can do. Do I make myself clear? You don't have to respond in your head. It's all right, mate.
The other thing you have to understand is, if it comes between people I barely know and my dragonette, I would simply leave.
Are you talking out loud or in your head?
Yes, out loud.
Okay.
I would simply leave. If you do not think that I can be trusted, or you do not think that you want to adventure with me or work with me or what we're doing.
Right. I don't know if anybody's saying that. We're just saying your goals are not more important than our goals, our purpose. And I know it feels like it is to you, but when it's at the cost of our life, that's not really a fair shake. You're quick to act without thinking about us, even though our lives are currently tied to yours. I'm not saying that this dragon thing isn't important and what you have isn't important, but it extends beyond you. And I think that maybe I can't hear his side of the conversation, but just based off of yours, might, and things he said in the past, might be what he's getting at, is that you're quick to act only with your own purpose in mind. And I get having to protect and hide, but I'll also say that sometimes acting with an amount of caution actually is better in the long run than just acting quickly. You're trying to hide and not draw attention. Leaving a trail of bodies probably isn't the best way to keep people off your trail. Collecting information and understanding how they found you in the first place might serve you better, because they keep finding you. How do they keep finding you? You ask questions.
I gesture to the woman lying on the ground, and we have an information source inside the Onyx Amulet, and it appeared that she knew something about you as well.
Right, but that's not my point here. My point is that they know how to find you. They keep finding you. And had you just straight up killed her, and you pissed off a princess, for heaven's sakes, like, I don't know how many people you can leave in your wake who, like, are frustrated with you because you act before you think. And I'm not saying there's not a time for action. I clearly am a person who takes action, but I'm just saying hesitation isn't always a bad thing. It's kept me alive in some pretty sticky situations over the years. And yes, we can question her, but we got a little bit lucky with that. Had that princess not been there to stabilize, I don't think any amount of plugging holes would have undone the damage I did. So, my point being, slow your roll.
Well, I mean, after her, there was always Malachi, who was in the prison.
Right.
And after him, there was always the other man that she came
Malachi didn't know diddly squat. I already questioned him. He knows nothing. But again,
he's with
I've
the
got my
other
own
side, does he not?
questions. What? But he didn't seem to know diddly about anything. She seems like maybe she knows more. And then we have to find your other Malachi. No, not Malachi.
And
He's
for
got
another like point of order, Tyrone, just to be clear, who fired the first shot?
I did.
Right, yeah. Well, see, that doesn't quite match what you told the nice lady who was a princess or whatever. You said that like she was an assassin and she was there to kill you, which, if I believe I was there at the time, she didn't actually try to kill you. And so that would mean that you were lying. And I'm going to tell you right now that honesty is the best policy.
Did I say that?
Yeah,
Did I say that she was here to kill us? I thought that I had
Yeah,
said
you
that
did.
I could have said this.
You said that she was there to kill you.
And so, like, you know,
We did
it's
call her an
easier
assassin, but then you did call her
to like keep track of the truth than to keep track of the lies, because then half the time you end up running down a rabbit hole. But if the partnership,
a bandit hole.
that's what it is. Because now the fact that I know that you have a dragon, now I don't know what that makes me, but the fact that you're now sharing that with me makes that this now I'm involved and now I have to deal with this, and that's all right. I guess I'm only going to be on this world for how long? So the point is, if we're going to be working together, mate, and you lie, I will call you out on it, and I will stab you in the back when you're telling lies, because that's not how I'm going to roll. Do I make myself clear?
You make yourself very clear.
All right. Unless it is a combined understanding that is a lie in which to deceive bad people or people who it doesn't really like affect, you know, that's a little bit of a line, but like, that's all right. Let's not
I
just go
realize
throwing
that
it
is a
around
lie, my
willy-nilly.
friend. But I am the one they came to kill. So I'm sorry if I took their action a little bit out of context. Alright?
Right, yeah.
If Undine had not been with me, they would have tried to kill me.
Right, yeah.
So,
But Undine was with you. Anyway,
you
I'm
also
not
did
trying
not hear
to.
the fact. You also did not hear the fact that she mentioned Undine as well.
Right, yeah. I don't know. But based off of this lady's expression, she doesn't even know why she knows that. You know what I mean?
It is fair.
Right.
You're coming really close on the hour.
Right. So I think we can argue about this till we're blue in the face. But I think it might serve us a purpose to actually question this woman. For our own purposes as well. Is there any issue? I mean, you also put us yourself in a little bit of a pickle because you just brought her to the dragon. So we'll have to figure that out.
Well, I assume that like she's not going to leave here alive. I thought we were all on the same page with that one.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're on the same page. And Undine just walks over and makes sure she's totally bound and triple checks all the knots and everything.
Okay. Are you ready for her to move? Like, to speak?
Just a clarifying question. Does your dragon have a way of communicating with you, or like?
Yes.
Is it intelligent?
Yes.
Right. Good.
On a scale of Tyron to Undine.
Well, yeah, no, I figure
it's on your telespectrum.
I figure like the dragon's like planning and like doing all the thinking for the group. You know.
Ouch.
It's kind of like Iggy or whatever it was, where like he like did way better on all of his perception checks than you did. Like,
right. Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna like attempt to contact the dragon. and just be like, right, g'day.
Good eye, mate.
My name's Fist, but yeah, I guess I'm a work associate with your friend over there. Just wanted to introduce myself and wish you good health and whatnot. May the wind under your wings or whatever you say. I'm not really sure. This is actually my first time meeting like somebody like you. But right, I'm just gonna go over there by that tree, and then I'm just gonna walk to the tree.
Okay.
A
Hold
tree
on, let me
doesn't really
just-
matter.
It seems to understand you. And kind of
Well, I assumed.
like
It's not my first time talking with animals.
But a dragon.
Right, yeah.
yes. Okay. We're gonna take like a really quick break so I can go pee, and then she's gonna wake up.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
don't
man.
know
Oh
why I
man. Oh
need
man.
these.
Which?
Man.
Which is actually a great food.
I don't know if I've ever actually eaten manwich.
It's interesting.
Mm.
It's interesting. It's not quite chili, but
Well, because it's like sloppy Joe meat.
kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Man, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, this is kind of your guys'
so many questions.
show. I'm not really invested. As of yet, anyway. So just to clarify, your dragon has fur instead of scales?
Yes, it's very, very fine. About this long. It's almost like long horsehair, but soft.
Okay. But it's still got like leather wings and all that, and it's not like
yeah,
feathers
leathery
or
wings and like
weird.
more scaly on the head.
Okay.
The head and around the horns, and then down the neck it starts to turn it.
So it's kind of like how they did Sophia in the Aragon movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which I watched a hilarious everything wrong about it the other day.
Yeah,
It was hilarious.
there's a lot. That was
Yeah,
fun.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
it's funny every time.
All right. Oh, wait. I still have a level 2 spell slot left, right?
I've got nothing, so it's up to you.
Technically, yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got an idea then. And just because whatever, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth on the prisoner.
Yeah, but it's not on the prisoner, it's a zone.
Point is, it's up. I think honestly, it's the best policy.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, on that, I didn't even pull it up beforehand. Hang on. I've
It's
never
a
used it
second
before.
level.
Yeah, it's a second level.
I have it right here.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, right here. If you want to, you create a
It is a cleric?
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't I find it when I looked for it? Okay, create a magical zone. It's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah.
So like I could put like
But
you could
and
put
it's
her down.
if you
and I could, like,
if you
just
step
put her-
into it after it's cast, it doesn't affect you, right?
It doesn't affect you, I don't think.
Or
Okay, so
I don't know. Read the
So
card.
it's a 10-minute. It's a 10-minute
A creature that enters
duration.
the spell's area for the first time on a turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you are
So it's
in that, you just
a
all stand 20 feet
charisma.
back.
It's a charisma save. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a
So it's
deliberate
basically
lie.
anybody who's in it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if you guys
And fails-
don't
fails to
step
save.
into the 30-foot circle,
Right. Just means we have to do all our questioning from really far back.
But the
or
creature
you could-
does know
the
that
other
it
thing
is affected
you
by
could,
it and is
you
aware.
could save, and then it won't affect you at all.
Oh crap! It's a charisma
I don't know.
save.
I don't know what's
Yeah, it is a
happening. So
charisma.
I would have walked up to her. So when he cast it, it would have been cast on me as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the point is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if anyone who's gonna step,
Well, I
I
had
let it. I
her-
put it up. So
Yeah.
okay.
And is it anybody who walks into it, or anybody is
yes,
within the radius when it's cast?
No,
Yes,
it's if
and
they
yes.
enter.
it's up.
So-
It's up for 10 minutes.
Oh, it's when
So,
they enter. Wow, that's
you need to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, that saves.
So you can lie.
Sweet.
Oh, she needs to make one.
But yes, and she also knows that she's being affected, and I believe I know whether or not she saves.
Okay. I also
Oh.
got an 18.
A 15.
You know whether each creature succeeds or fails.
15.
Yeah, that still saves.
Yeah.
So she saves. Dang it.
Yeah. It was a really good thought. But
Dang it.
Right. If I.
Wait, what'd you get?
Oh, it's a
How'd you
saving
get?
throw anyway. 18.
Yeah, you're good.
You called her Amari.
You
Yeah,
did.
well,
I didn't even think twice.
I did that in the
about
first
it.
episode, and I don't think anybody
Dang
even caught
it.
it. Like, we were so used to it.
No.
all right. Yeah. I'm just gonna look. I'm like, well, that didn't look great. I'm just gonna just use my insightness. and go with that.
Insightfulness.
My insightfulness. I'm gonna
My insightness. That's fun.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm locked in. Let's go.
Okay.
By locked, I mean I'm sitting by a tree.
Okay.
Okay. So she's tied up. And I guess I go and I
She
will.
opens her eyes.
Hmm.
Kind of looks at you. Okay. Ask all the questions you want.
Do I know who the leader of the Onyx Amulet?
You do.
Do you know him personally? I know who he is.
What? Okay. Anyway. Oh, I think. Okay. Anyway, the leader, his name is Maxian.
Maxian for something.
Fineza.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I just sit down cross-legged in front of her, and I just look at her for a minute,
Okay.
and I try to collect myself. You said I was a target. Why?
Well, you have such potential, but for some reason you don't want to use it for what it's good for.
Right. I want to use my potential for the right reasons. Besides, I don't understand how you know me.
Well,
No one ever said my name, but you know my face.
I know Sabina.
Is she here?
No.
Where is she?
Wait, was she lying when she said no?
Insight check.
Okay. I gotta be on the ball here because okay, guidance. It's the one thing I'm cheesing all day, but um, oh yeah, here we go. 25.
She's telling the truth.
Okay, cool.
She's in Relsian.
She never left.
Not yet. We've been trying to figure out to get an idea of where you are, but up until now, no one was able to. It's funny that the only reason I ran into you was by coincidence.
Right. So you're not a part of this conflict at all. You're just your average Joe assassin who
What conflict are you
kills.
referring to?
Right. You don't know, so it doesn't really matter, does it? You're in this city, which you're clearly not here to sow destruction because it's already in existence.
Yeah. Well, I got a message from Malachi. And he said he had found, or at least heard, that Tyron was here. So Samuel and I headed in an attempt to locate him. I'm guessing by the way that he stabbed me first, he probably thinks we're here to kill him.
Right. Well, that's the impression that literally everyone we've come across has given.
Yeah. We don't necessarily want to kill him. We just
Not
want...
even you.
No. I just want her. And she kind of side eyes Dragon.
Right, but death is what you do.
Oh. Yeah. See, if I kill him, it's a little bit of a conflict of interest. If I kill him, it successfully completes one of my goals, but by default, if he's dead, he can't help me with the other one. So it's kind of a situation I'm stuck in, so I would rather kill a couple people who are less useful to me.
So you're more loyal to the Onyx Amulet than you are to your other group.
One of the groups pays me a lot better.
Right. You know, ideals and morals are not for hire in the other organization. It just is a way of believing and living.
Yes, and
If you didn't figure that out, then you're in the wrong group.
I understand that that is the ideal, but that's an ideal, not a way to make money, and that is something that I need to, survive.
How many people are looking for me?
In this realm?
Well, this is the one I'm in, so I guess that's all I can care about at the moment.
At least 3. But we are not close together. We divided up the continent and took different sections.
I don't imagine you'll give me their names.
Nope.
kind of look at the group and I look at her. Well, the questions I'd ask if it were just you and me.
And she smiles.
It's difficult. You welcome death, so I don't want to give it to you. But your living is diametrically opposed to my purpose. Put me in a moral conundrum.
Yes, I see. So, what are you going to do about it?
I kind of walk over. While you debate your moral conundrum, might I have a moment?
With her?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm finished with her. You be you. I took away.
And during their conversation, I saddled up Prethne, by the way. Just the saddle, nothing else.
Oh, Tyron.
So on the one hand, you want to kill me. Why?
Well, if you won't give us the information and what we want, you are of no use to us.
And what
And
information is
therefore,
that?
once we have eliminated you, there is a certain creature that no longer has someone protecting her. Ironically,
So you want to kill me because you do not like me, but you need me to tell you where she is.
well, ironically, in the situation that we're in now, I can see both of you. So I really should kill you and take her, but I don't foresee that as an option here.
Yes. What will it take for the leader of the Onyx Amulet? I believe his name is Maxian. What would it take? Bye, Jake. What would it take?
To be really honest, I stopped the recording and then forgot to start it. So we're going to rewind.
I was gonna ask if you were still recording after the
Yeah.
bloop out.
So, I don't remember what you said. I think you just asked what it would take for him to not track you. See you later.
Yeah.
So we'll just pick up from there.
How are you tracking me?
Well, Malachi had been tracking you for quite some time, and he is an expert at that. And then we had given him a sending stone that would allow him to send messages to the rest of us to update us on your whereabouts. And once he reached Katana, he was able to catch your name a couple of times and figured that you were here. And he started tracking a couple of people that he heard mention your name. And he told us, that is Samuel and me, that you were here. So we came.
And you are the only ones that he sent a message to.
So far, he hasn't. I believe he was imprisoned.
And did you send the information to anyone?
No. Samuel and I are supposed to take care of it. And as I see that I probably will not, he will.
Where is Samuel staying?
You're probably just gonna kill him too. Well, he is staying at the Lotus Den.
That don't sound great. Okay. And do tell me, what is that?
Well, it is the place to stay if you're a criminal, so.
So, I will not be killing him, because criminals are loyal to criminals if an outsider tries to kill them. So I will leave him alone until he is not in the Lotus Den.
So,
All right.
which one of you is gonna kill me?
I look at you. Do you want a moment alone? Means I'm willing to give that to you.
Sure.
And as I pass you, sorry, I just kind of stop you for a second. Have your moment alone. Do you mind if I take her for a ride? And I gesture to Prethne.
I was going to let your dragon eat her.
I'm not saying that's out of the realm of possibilities.
I don't have a problem with that.
All right. And I walk over and I lead Prethne a little bit into the forest. I just groom down her other side. I just wait for her to be done talking.
Okay. And I'm gonna assume that Fist will also
Yeah.
give you space, and probably will go meditate for a little bit in the woods somewhere. So, do you want Justin to leave the chat, or
No.
okay?
Well, I don't think I'm going to ask anything. No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll just lean in really close and I'll just say, they told you I had potential, so you know what I've done. And I'm going to use that to end all of you for the greater good. And I'm not going to kill you. But my new companion here that you pissed off will. And I just want you to die knowing you will have failed in every sense of the meaning. And I just slap her face a little bit and walk away. One day you'll see my mom on the other side and you can give her my regards. And I walk away.
Okay. And unlike most of the times when you have given a display of power, or like kind of like this vengeance, like she's kind of like smiled, she kind of like, now she seems a little angry.
Yeah. She's all yours. You're muted.
You're muted.
I lead Prethne back, and I assume she just propped up onto a tree or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's hard to sit up if you're tied up.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
it's easier to lean against
I
a tree.
drag her to a place where Prethne can pick her up with us, and I hop on Prethne, and we fly up. We just go straight up for about 300, 450 feet, something like.
Okay.
And we reach that altitude, and we kind of circle a little bit, and then we're gonna dip. We're gonna dip over to the north a little bit. Actually, are there any prominent mountainous land features around here?
No.
No.
You're kind of in a massive plain.
Darn. All right. I fly her. I take some of the meat with me that I have from like feeding Prethany. So I have
Okay.
panther meat, whatever.
Technically, the
and-
panther meat is at the temple still, unless you carried it with you to the library.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
then I take
so
deer
it's
meat.
the deer.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So I take some of the deer meat with me. We fly until I find a decent sized clearing. And we touch down. She has 1 hit point, so I'm not going to drop her. And Prithany sets her down. And I sit her up, and I pull out the meat, and I just lay it on her lap, and I look at her. There was once a friend of mine who had her innocence taken, and I hunted them. They are no longer on this earth, on this realm, whatever. They died knowing that they had made the wrong decision, and they died very painfully. You will die doing the same thing. And I'm just gonna spread the meat around, and I'm gonna move off with Prethne, and she's gonna do her little. She's gonna wrap me in her wings just so that I can see over them, and she's gonna go invisible, so that I'm invisible, except for my eyeballs. And we're gonna sit there, and we're gonna watch. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care if I take a point of exhaustion. I don't care if we stay there through the night into the next morning, but I stay there until the vultures begin to circle, and they begin to come down, and they kill her.
Okay. I am going to say that for the rest of the evening, you guys go and, I mean, that's what you're doing, but I'm going to assume that you and Fist will go back to the town and Kalina's and probably eat dinner and then go to bed, and we'll call that the end of day 1.
Yeah, we'll leave a note at the campsite
Okay.
for Tyron once we realize it's taking a while. And yeah, leave a note telling them
Okay.
that we've gone back to meet us at the temple.
Okay.
And then yeah, I'm gonna go journal.
Okay. Sounds good. And we'll call that the rest of the evening, and you guys can go take a long
Cool.
rest now.
Yeah. And you can send me all that information that I found in the journal.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Cool.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. I will
All
talk to
right.
you all later.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.
See ya.
Bye.